I'm hitting the switch.
All right, everyone lock the fuck in.
I just hit the switch. So.
Oh, it's live?
Yeah,
Oh, it's live now?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, God.
Beautiful.
Oh, no. Oh, Lordy Lou. Can they hear us?
Yes,
they can hear you.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit ass.
All right, Emma, introduce this.
Oh, God. Well,
Well,
can
we
you
haven't
set it
exactly
off the...
started yet, but...
Yeah, we're still waiting a bit. What's up, y'all?
Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going, guys?
What a fucking... You just...
Fans
pulled the lever,
represent. I see that one guy.
Oh, damn, this is live. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're just... We're doing this.
Was open.
We like had every intention of just talking to you guys a little bit indirectly, so why not actually?
Y'all are about to learn why we edit the episodes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure Naren will go on multiple tirades about the cut footage that none of y'all got to see.
Yeah,
so.
We're gonna go on some tangents during this.
We'll get into that later. This might be like a 6-hour stream.
Oh, I hope
Might?
About the struggles of editing this series.
True. We locked Naren in a
So
basement.
they'll
with,
never know about
this
episode 3
result.
combat unless we tell them.
This is true.
No.
They'll never know about American Girl doll theory. Okay, they'll never know.
True.
They'll never
Stop
know.
speaking
They
in
can't
ball
hear that
knowledge that they
conversation.
could never seek to know. This is like Schrodinger's box, where it's like, hey, this
Schrodinger's American Girl doll
exists.
box.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Hey, it could be.
All right.
Alright, are we, do we want to set it to the actual thing?
Oh yeah. Let's actually get started.
I think
Let's,
most people are here. We have 25 people. It's
All
pretty
right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Show them what you did, Naren. Show them.
Yeah, show them your silly little thing.
My silly little
Yeah.
thing for silly little people.
True.
Yeah.
We're not
yeah.
little.
We're very little, actually. In fact, we're so little, we're just
Yeah.
heads.
As a matter of fact, yeah, we are very tiny.
Yeah.
And
What's
there
up,
we are.
y'all?
Oh hello.
My stream hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay on it, so people will be.
Oh, we're so cute.
Yeah. Look at us.
Wow. Isn't this awesome? Production value.
Finally.
Naren did all of this in like one night, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I wish I got sleep.
Back to the editing minds for you.
Oh god, I want to get out of the editing mines. I'm going back in. Ah.
You will be going back in rapidly soon.
Yeah.
Get him back in there.
It's a lot of fun. Anyway, hey everybody. Hope you're having a good night. Those of you who could make it.
Holy shit.
None of you
everyone.
guys asked for a face reveal, but this is the next best thing. So
Yeah.
enjoy.
This is the closest you'll get.
This is exactly what I look like. So.
Many people are saying this, yes.
Rainbow
You're
can probably
actually
find
all
us.
heads.
Yeah.
Don't even invoke his
Geo
name.
Rainbow.
Please. Please.
That guy like licks grass and knows he's in the continent of Africa. It's crazy.
Okay. I think we wait till 7:05 and then I'll start ripping the questions, just to give some people more time to get in.
Oh, and feel free to drop your questions in the chat,
Yeah.
gang. If you just
Yeah, we'll
like
be looking
have
out for those.
follow-ups. Yeah, we will be looking at the chat. So please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like you made a podcast space, but forgot seating for more than 3 people. Yeah, you know, this is a not my image. I just put a filter on it, so I just put as many
Why did
people
you
on the
put
couch as
Riley in
I
the
Riley
can.
just sitting
fire?
on, like,
That's
the
messed
ground.
up.
Listen, whoa. Okay.
like
well,
Ivy.
Canningly,
What?
Ivy would be in the fire, but also
Yeah.
Riley, me would be on the floor in like any setting. So
Riley's just warming up,
floor
okay?
is superior.
Yeah.
She's just warming
And
up.
I'm just being a gentleman. I'm standing. I'll stand.
Yeah. I'm taking up 3 spaces on the couch. I'm like fully lit off.
I can't stay around to actually watch the stream, but I want to say I really love the actual play. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
We're glad you watched it. We're incredibly grateful to everyone who took time out of their busy schedules to sit down for multiple hours and watch us talk.
Yeah, we know a lot of you are employed. That's crazy. You guys are employed?
There have been people that are like, they
Yeah.
listen to us while they're at work. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's-
Thank you for letting
that
us
freaks
make
me
your
out.
job less boring if it's boring. Not trying to say your job's boring, team, but like if they are, we're glad
gonna
to
get
make you more
canceled.
interesting. Make angry
No,
tweets
it's-
about that. Sumner thinks all your jobs are boring.
Someone's
It's,
already
it's
gotten
so
into the
wild.
questions.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's.
Alright,
I'm gonna
do you wanna
start reading
start?
stuff off of the Discord and the YouTube first, and then we'll go off of the live chat.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay. Oh Oh my god, 4 times now.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very
Wow.
much.
Wow.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
you haven't gotten sick of us.
Yeah. No, this is insane. I think none of us expected it to get this popular, and because like we all have like jobs and like we all go to school and shit. And so like the fact that this is like
We also do this for fun and don't record it. So
yeah, yeah. No, it's not. It's insane.
Oh god, we gotta keep
okay.
we gotta keep a note of the backlog of questions that are coming.
There are a lot of
Yeah,
questions
okay.
I just saw.
before we
Can I
before
nominate
we-
someone to watch the chat for me?
I think
Oh,
Riley was
sorry.
interested, right?
I can do that. Yes.
Great.
All right, cool.
Now I'm nervous.
Uh,
You better
Don't
catch
fuck
all
up.
these questions, Riley.
Okay.
all right. I'm gonna start us off with the Discord then. So, first question. It's from, and I apologize if I butcher anyone's name. But Myzianos was wondering how long did it take to film and edit every episode. So it really depended episode to episode.
Yeah.
Episode 1.
It changed
like-
halfway through.
Mhm.
Yeah, because episode 1 was like it was what 4.5, 5 hours of content, and then Sky, how long did it take you to edit it? Initially?
Every episode took me about a week.
Same
Yeah.
here.
and then
yeah,
and then it changed like halfway through because then we started recording twice and then cutting those sessions into one big session.
Yeah, episodes 1, 2, and 3 were individual sessions, and then 4, 5, and 6 were all 2-session episodes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on. To make this clearer for the viewers, what ended up happening is the sessions that Sky mentioned were exceptionally long, so we had to record them in 2 separate sessions, and then we ended up combining them together. That was Naren and the Sky working through all that. So, how much footage did you go through, Naren?
I think the first time we started doing it, which was episode 4, I think the footage was in total like 7.5 hours. All of that got cut down to like 2-ish.
Yeah,
Man. Yeah.
a lot of cutting fluff.
We sort of, our editing style changed partway through to sort of prioritize the more cinematic aspects of it rather than maintaining the sort of loose, long pause nature of the first couple episodes. I think like the first session, Sky cut it down to 3 hours pre-remaster, and then I managed to get that down to 2-ish, 2 hours and 15 minutes, if I remember. Yeah.
I see. And just to follow up quick, Naren, because we have a relevant question in the chat from Makana Mood. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. How did y'all figure out which sound effects you wanted to do for the different powers? As an amateur video editor, I feel the sound design was excellent. Smiley face.
Yeah, I think Sky can speak to her own process for this, but at least for me, I try to take sound effects from mostly like royalty-free open source sound libraries. There's like Pixabay and Free Sounds and stuff like that. Like a lot of the sound design mostly comes from finding sound effects that are clear enough quality as to not be distracting. And what I like to do a lot was take multiple sounds and then do some post-processing on that, either changing the pitch or adding some kind of filter or effect to get it towards the vibe I wanted for whatever specific sound effect or specific thing that was happening in the moment. I would even layer sounds over and over again. I think, for example, in episode 2, when Ueno, the ogre sin, the blue whale first appears, that was like 5 or 6 separate sound effects layered on top of one another for the whale's entrance. In fact, its roar was somewhere between a open source dragon roar and a whale song, like recording from a submarine. That's my process, at least.
I think for episode 1, there's like this collection on a Google Drive of a lot of JoJo sound effects. I think it was mostly those. Definitely went the more of the Pixabay route as the series went on.
All right.
Like I think for the time stop sound effect, I literally just used like the world sound effect. It was very
you did.
intuitive.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. This one's going to be a bit of a shorter one. It was, what was everyone's favorite hunt in Division 12? And that's from that one gal. I would say I think episode 2 is like episode 2 is probably my favorite.
I would also
Just,
say
like,
episode 2.
like the vibes of everything.
I mean,
Riley, what was your favorite hunt?
I'm thinking. Okay, we did a lot, guys.
We did do a lot.
I feel like it's gonna be cliche, but the last one was my favorite. Like everything like tied together so well, and like we all worked together like so well. You know, like
that's true.
I think like it holds like I think that one has to be my favorite. Like the last one, I know it's cliche, but the last
I just
one
remember that we got flung at like light speed or some
Yeah.
shit into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
What a
I
crazy
was actually
final
crying
fight.
when that happened. Like I had my head in my hands.
It's also,
I
like-
was like tweaking.
We did cut out a lot of Emma crashing out over like crazy
It's true.
attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an
Yeah.
extended crash out.
Pretty much any time we rolled well, Emma was crashing out.
There was a lot of me threatening to kill myself.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh yeah, whoever
Oh,
chose the tolling bell around Ryuji sound effects, that was me.
Yeah.
It's the tolling bell is actually a gong and a Buddhist chime, which I thought was flavorful.
I mean, sorry to go back to the original question, Naren. That's very cool and well.
Oh right. My favorite hunt.
but-
Yeah.
But oh no, I mean I'll say mine and you can have a little bit of extra time to think about yours. But like I don't know, it was a technical hunt. The fight versus Makoto was just so sick, mainly because I liked what happened with Ryuji. I thought that was awesome. Selling your own humanity in the middle of the fight just to get a good attack in is so cool, and I like loved it. And also just like I like the post session where the friction between Connell and Ryuji begins. That was also just nice. Good memories with that one.
Yeah. I really liked a lot of Ryuji and Connell's interactions. Yeah, in terms of my favorite hunt, speaking of what the most recent chat, my favorite I think was all around, not only the hunt but also just the episode in general. I think my favorite episode was episode 4, just for the character interactions in the first half and then the hunt in the back half. It was just, there's so much packed in there, which kind of showed the effectiveness of stitching the two separate longer sessions together. It felt like a good first act, second act kind of turn. Yeah, I remember there being just like a lot of really great character interactions. There's Connell's whole thing with his family, Ivy's whole thing with her flashback, and then I think maybe my favorite conversation that ever happened in the series was the one with Ryuji and Fan when they find the bunks actually in the Kane headquarters for the first time, and they sort of it like begins as this like very sweet sort of conversation where he's like, oh, there's a rip in your sweater, let me stitch it for you, and then by the end they're affirming each other's worst instincts, and I thought that was incredible. It's just like the most perfect subversion. I didn't expect that to happen. I don't think any of us
It was
did.
definitely my favorite scene as well, I think, in the
Yeah.
whole series.
It's really good.
Anyway, that was one
Okay.
hell of a digression. That was just what's your favorite hunt?
We have a lot to get through, it seems.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick up the pace a tiny bit. This one's from and I apologize, but Elongate, and they were asking. Anyway.
You know what? You do have the two like worst people reading questions, and like for me, chat and like Emma like
True.
reading. It's like we both are like I'm pretty sure you're dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. I don't know why I put myself up for this task.
I could
you're
answer
doing great, you're doing
chat
great.
stuff.
Yeah, can you take a
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So they are asking, would love to hear about any of the in-between sessions, like your decision-making progress when it came to advancing your character, deciding what agendas to add, and they would also love to hear about the process of making each sin. Just looking to find out more about the mechanical details under the hood of the game.
Who wants to go
The
first?
weird thing, I'll send it if you guys
Yeah,
have some time.
sure.
yeah.
Absolutely.
a lot of like the Sin creation progress, and I have this like weird thing, like so much of the session like prep was done like in that like twilight right before you go to sleep, or like that's when I have my best ideas. It's like right when I'm about to pass out, and I'm like, oh, would it be cool if I made a blue whale ogre? That's so sick. And then I'd like immediately pass out, and then I'd wake up the next morning and like write it down. And so it's just a lot of me being like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if like Makoto like threw them out of a building and then she messed with gravity? That'd be awesome. So hype. And so it's just like bits and pieces of just me being like, oh, what would be fun? Like, because I've run some other TTRPG stuff. The fun thing about like Kane as a system is it just allows you to get like really crazy and like weird and metaphysical with it. And so I was basically able to just funnel all of like the weird stuff that I had been like thinking about and stashing away and like use it for once. Like the reason I wanted to run the system was because of that like Makoto fight on the side of a skyscraper. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I picked time powers for my character because I thought they were cool. No, that wasn't the complete conception for Connell.
Great, thanks, Sumner. We'll move on.
Okay. No, but it's just like I love the concept. I mean, in my favorite anime and pieces of fiction, I always love powers that like just eat away at a character with every use. I think they're compelling and fun.
Same.
And having one that reaps immediate, like almost immediate consequences, but still has room for like really cool moments, it just spoke to me. I will say the familial like conflict was something that was conceived a little later, because I was like, oh yeah, wait, his family is like still alive, unlike others. Awkward. But yeah, I thought that he'd just be interesting and fun to do. So that's why. Yeah, the price of power. Thank you.
Classic TV tropes page.
Fan. Hey, how did Fan
Hello.
come
Hey,
about?
fan, yeah.
Well, I think between sessions, it was mostly two things I was thinking of like what powers do I want to pick was I kind of wanted them to like coincide with where she was as a character at that time, so it felt like a natural progression of her gaining powers was her character arc. And also, like, I just thought to myself, what cool attacks can I do with this power? Like, and just thinking about like cool shit I can do with it. Like, I think I explicitly had Rack Attack in mind when I was picking Amplify.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
I was like, I need to
had a
hit someone with the car.
About, like, you know, there's the meme in the server, or like, you know, the Kane community. It's like, oh, you know, what if we like amplified the car? And Sky like was just like, I'm going to do this now. And I was like, oh Jesus Christ, this is something I have to deal with in the future.
It's like a common occurrence, right? I'm not in
Yeah,
the
I think-
Kane server, but like I keep seeing that meme of like hitting someone with a car with as a sympathy user.
Yeah,
Does it happen that often?
I think so.
Well, it was especially helpful that we were fighting a binder because Sins have a cap on like mundane damage, right?
Right. Riley, would you
Okay,
like to
well, what
speak
about,
on the IV process? Our
Our
favorite crash out?
I honestly don't really remember how I came about the idea. I know I was deciding between different blasphemies, and I ultimately chose Ardent, but then I was like, what if I just made like low-key the worst version of myself into a character? And that's how Ivy came about a little bit. Like, I think that's kind of it. I mean, she's a very interesting character. I don't think she's nothing like any other character I've ever played before, and I wanted to like get out of my comfort zone with that. Like, I usually kind of play like sort of like wimpy, I guess, characters in a sense, you know? So being like the strong one in a campaign was nice, and I liked it. I'll miss her.
Yeah, and I'm gonna miss Shaber.
You and me both. You know what? I missed before it was nerfed
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Someone asked in the chat, was Maze of Fontazos a spur of the moment flavoring for Fan? I actually thought about it for weeks before it happened. I think the like in this maze there is no minotaur to slay and no prize to claim. I genuinely workshopped those lines for like probably 2 weeks. Like in my head at work, just being like, what would be the coolest shit I could say?
Shadowboxing.
That's funny as fuck.
It was not spur of the moment,
So
I
good.
promise you. I was thinking about that for a while, but I'm
that's
very
really
happy with
good.
how it came out because Naren did a wonderful job.
No, you gave me great stuff to work with. I mean, like some of the Sid Overflow moments kind of edited themselves. Well, not really, but you know, got a lot of good stuff to go off of with the raw words and trying to turn that into visuals. Sky made it very easy for me.
Did everyone have
Right.
a multi-class blasphemy, or was it just Phantom
Actually,
Connell?
speaking of which, I think everyone had a multi-class blasphemy
yeah.
except for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Naren was pretty lasered in on Vector the whole time.
What did you two multi-class in again?
I
It
was War.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm eating right now.
What the fuck?
But yeah, I remember it being. Oh god, I've already forgotten. It's a blasphemy that lets you see
Whisper.
the future. Yeah, whisper.
Mm.
And I multi-classed in tongue. I think it's called maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, tongue, whisper, warp. Yeah, and I think when building Buji's blasphemy, I mean, like, I'm sure you guys already saw in the series that the actual application of his vector abilities is so complicated already. And you know, it's my first time playing Kane. I like saw all the other abilities that were like, they have cool names, but like, I sort of tried to read the descriptions and I kind of got lost on what they did. And Vector just seemed the most simple and straightforward. And I really like powers where it's just very simple application, but the effects are devastating. You know, like I was thinking about it a lot of where this character would go from both a power and character standpoint, and a lot of the considerations I made were sort of towards maintaining the intentionality of the character and sort of being incredibly pig-headed and going for gold every single time, like throwing himself in harm's way, constantly putting his life on the line in order to get things done. So just sticking to Vector and only Vector seemed like the best character decision to do.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There is a
Hell yeah.
specific question for Naren.
Yes.
When Ryuji became a virtue for India, if I remember correctly, what is the story for his title being Focus?
This is actually cut from the last episode, right? This is completely cut.
No, it
Was
is
it?
mentioned.
What?
No.
What?
We didn't cut the whole thing, but there was.
Well, there's a
tiny
long
bit that was
explanation, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, like, I gave you guys an out of character explanation for it. Right, so, Samadhana of the Shatsampadi, like, I guess, you know, Hinduism and Buddhism and Jainism, the Dharmic religions, have their own concept of what virtues are. So I just chose one set of these virtues, quote unquote, the 6 jewels, the Shatsampadi, and I can't exactly remember the rest of it. It's like Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Shraddha, and Samadhana, which is focus, is the one I chose. Focus basically means focus in meditation, mainly. It's basically being present and cutting out all other distractions. I guess, should I get into like the whole like
No, I'm not gonna stop. You go for it. Someone asked
Rajesh is
another
doing
question
now.
later, like about it. So let me go ahead and find that one, and
I
then
mean,
we can.
Naren, this is
Yeah, we can get back to
your
it.
application for Tom Bloom, so I think you should go all in.
My application for
Yeah.
Tom Bloom. Trust me, Tom Bloom's
Tom.
been on the Dharmic religion shit for a while.
This is my my virtue. He's pretty cool.
Chill.
Yeah.
No, I think Focus was a very cool concoction, Naren. I
Yeah,
think that was
yeah.
such a good direction.
Oh,
I guess-
there was. I want to say. I saw someone ask. They were like, "Oh, I wanted to write rules for like Focus. Do it. Do whatever you want with our goobers.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to include any of the characters, at any point for any reason. Steal them, take them, do whatever you want. You know.
Naren, how much of those 5 languages do you know personally, or just a lot of practice on pronunciation? I'm not bilingual or trilingual. I feel like I have a good ear for language pronunciation, but I don't speak multiple languages. The 5 languages that Ryuji speaks are Japanese, obviously, because the entire campaign's actually in Japanese. It's just translated to English for our convenience. Japanese, Tamil, which is a South Indian language spoken in the state of Tamil Nadu. English, Hindi, which is obviously, the most common language spoken in India, and Telugu, which is another language spoken in India. So those are the 5 languages that he speaks. I don't know any of those other than English. I thought I could get away with Japanese pronunciations because I was doing a lot of them with an Indian accent, so I could pronounce them wrong and still kind of be in character.
Seems like you more than got away. A lot of people think you do speak all 5.
So the question, what's on Emma's hat? I don't really know.
What is that?
It's a cow,
So-
right?
Emma.
Yes.
Emma.
So for Sumner's 21st birthday.
Oh
it was
my
me,
god!
Sumner, and-
That's what that is?
It's over.
You just realized? You just realized?
I was like not looking close enough. I thought.
We
Okay,
all
hold
went to
on. Let's
Vegas.
stop talking so Emma can explain.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So we all went to Vegas for Sumner's 21st birthday. It was me, Sumner, and then Sumner, Naren, a bunch of our other friends, for like this Vegas trip. A bunch of us gambled for the first time, and we went to this thing called a Mega Mart, and I got this. Naren has the same hat.
I
that
I do.
but I wear it constantly because I love it so much.
Yeah.
I'm always wearing a hat. It's my iconic long cow hat.
Yeah.
She's
The glitch cow.
Where...
So good.
Yeah,
Shout
because
out to the boys at Meow
one of
Wolf.
the images in a Mega Mart was like a really long cow. They really liked elongating things in that place.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a little bit of merch.
Funny little guy.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Simple little question here. From the the Better Big Mac. They were just wondering, what would each of the characters' favorite foods be?
Oh, I saw this. I did see this.
Yeah.
I mean, the fans already have their answer for fan, I feel.
I think it's
True.
chocolate dripped waffles, but like dunked in chocolate though. Not like a drizzle, but just like submerged.
It's not a drip, it's a dunk.
Yep.
Hmm.
I want to know what Ivy's favorite food is.
I
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
damn. There's a lot that I kind of think would be her favorite foods, I want to say like strawberries. Like something very simple and like fresh and sweet to like complement her like harsh personality, you know what I mean? I kind of think she would be like in love with strawberries.
I have a strong inclination that Connell's favorite food is a burrito because you kind of get all the business in it and then you can just eat it.
They didn't even have good Mexican food in Japan though, which is
Yeah.
sad.
That's true.
It's a damn shame.
It's unfortunate.
He would
Probably
love
pretty
it.
bad food.
I will say, it's off topic, but I had fire tacos when I was in Okinawa, but...
There we go. So you're telling me that there's
It's changing. The big,
Well,
the
there's
big
a
26.
chance, but those were tacos.
It's changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryuji's favorite food. I think it would be. There's a South Indian dish called sambar vare. It's sambar is like a strong, like sort of watery curry, like deep red color. It's almost like a stew with how many vegetables are in it. And vada is like a fried rice and lentil based dough. It kind of actually looks like a donut. It's like a savory donut made from rice flour and lentils. And basically what you do is you take that fried donut and you boil it for a little bit. You like blanch it so that it becomes soft from the hot water, and then you drop it into the sambar. So it's soft enough and now porous that it soaks up all of the sambar. So, and then you serve that right away. So it has just a little bit of like that friedness, and then still kind of soft from being freshly blanched, and it's soaking in all of the sambar. It's like it's really, 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 really good. Very spicy though, so you got to have the tolerance for it.
Man, I really gotta
I-
try that kind of
This
cuisine
is a
with
little
you, man.
bit. What?
No, I feel like I haven't like been as experienced with like Indian cuisine, and I would like
okay.
to give it like a larger try.
Yuji's favorite food is a big ring, typical.
Ouch!
Hold on.
Woo.
I'm not
Is it
listening here,
Heidi's-
motherfucker.
Well, since we're talking about our Exorcist favorite things, I just wanted to catch up with the chat a little bit. We have a question coming in from Daniel Kartner. What are the Exorcist's favorite songs?
Ooh,
I,
okay.
I guess we could throw
I have
bands
my
down,
answer.
maybe.
Wait, I thought we have a question later for this.
We also have a question.
There was one
Oh,
in the
there,
Discord
it was
about that.
already
You
on
wanna
the
do both at the
list.
same time?
Yeah, let's just let it rip.
Yes.
Why not?
I have
so
my answer.
one of them was for me specifically, so I'll go last.
Okay. I think Ivy's favorite song would be "I Want Things to Be Beautiful" by Debbie McCallion. I don't really know how to say that, but I think that would be it. It's very like a poppy song, and like it has a lot going on in it, and I think that like encapsulates her vibe. So I think that would be it.
Very cool.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of what mine could be.
I'm
So
also
let's
trying
go.
to think.
I have a song that I wrote fan to, so I'm not sure if that's the exact question, but
I mean,
That
hey,
counts.
Yeah.
speaks to
it's
something.
"See You Two No More" by ESL XST is the song that I imagined fan and then wrote everything for her for.
Dang. I think Connell's favorite song would probably be this is like an obscure song called "Subways of Your Mind." It's one that played in like some Doom mod that I got really into called myhouse.wad, and that's how I
Goated.
discovered
So
the song.
goated.
It was this song where like no one knew the artist for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Except it was like all garbled, so it sounded like it was ripped from someplace else. But the actual lyrics have a lot to do with the character, so I feel as though it's relevant. It also kind of encapsulates him, so I thought that was fitting.
All right, Naren.
Right. I think I don't know if Yuji really listens to music a lot, but back in the 1980s, I think he would have listened to, I guess before he moved to Japan, he would have mainly done what most Indian people did, which is listen to music that was in movies. So he was probably obsessed with all of the Kollywood soundtracks. But I think if he was alive today and listening to music, I think he would really like "Love Takes Miles" by Cameron Winter. That seems like his kind of song.
We were like no brains singing this in the VC like the other night.
Yeah.
It's
It's just because it's so funny sounding. It's like
It
Cameron
does
Winter's
actually
got a
capture
great,
his character
unique
too.
voice. Yeah.
I will say someone asked this a while ago in the chat. The Four Horsemen thing from the final part I think was interesting. I am curious how much of it was known OOC.
We figured it out the same time it showed up in the episode at the end of
Yeah.
3, I believe.
Yeah.
End of 3.
Wait.
Or was it 4?
4. It was the end of episode 4. Yeah.
End of 4, yeah.
After we murdered the centipede, yeah, we literally deliberated on who was what horseman the moment
Yeah.
the camera stopped
Yeah.
rolling.
I think we it was like 5 minutes after the end of the session. We had stopped recording and we were like, okay, so I'm Conquest, you're Pestilence, you're like you're blah 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 blah. we just figured it out like right away.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, it kind of worked out perfectly with the kind of character that everyone was playing.
Yeah.
Looping back to the initial question about music, it's really interesting because 2 other people have asked this in the Discord. So shout out to Jebby J for asking the same question about songs. And then another person was just like, what songs do you associate with Kane? For me, a lot of breakcore and stuff like that. Shout out to Lo-Fi Dust and the playlists that she's done. Wonderful, wonderful. I highly recommend that everyone goes and uses her stuff. And then I will say I had 4 songs for each character, or I had like a song for each character that like I sort of like went forward with. So it's really interesting that Riley, I also had chosen "I Want Things to Be Beautiful."
Bang!
Wow.
Yeah, I had that one. I had what's it called? Loose Cannon, for Connell. I had Pretty Cunt by Sewer Slut for Fan, and then I had Gold for Ryuji.
I gotta listen to that. You should send it to
those
me.
were my picks. I will.
Oh,
Well, it like links up me, like with the lyrics and everything like that.
Fans
so
gonna
good.
love Breakcore when it comes out in like 30 years.
True.
I think my internet just had a little hiccup, but I think we're good.
Oh dear.
It's fine. It was only for like
Alright.
half a second. We're good.
Yep. All right, let's keep going down. This one's from Punished Chip. What drew you all to play Kane as a system? I found it from
Emma.
I think a lot of people from
Yeah.
the Zack
It was
Attack
Emma.
video. And I said,
Yeah.
guys, wouldn't it be awesome if we did this, guys? Please. And then what if we recorded it and then made an actual play? and then that's exactly how it happened.
And I was like,
Pretty much.
I
found it,
remember
was like,
seeing that video. I remember watching
Yeah.
the video about that system, being like, cool, and then never thinking about it again.
I mean, from the moment you said Chainsaw Man inspired, I was like, all right, I'm on board.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was sold on
Yeah.
I was sold on the JJK relation. I was like, oh, I can finally be a sorcerer, and then I was like, holy shit.
Hey, wait, I watched that show.
Yeah, no,
I've
I
seen
found the
that.
system. I bought it and I was like, this is fucking hype. It's been so long since I've run a campaign. I want to run a campaign of this. What if we recorded it? And then we were off to the races. Okay. This one's from Scribble Scratch. Are there any plans to release the unedited episodes in the future? No.
No.
I've never seen them.
No.
Uh-uh.
No, those are never seeing the light of
Those
day.
do have to stay locked in the
yeah.
vault.
In fact,
Sorry,
they're already
Yes.
gone. Like,
Sorry,
most of
Oh,
them.
gang.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we
They are
wiped all of
gone.
that. Yeah, it is gone because Naren, your Google Drive, like
Do you
what,
know
had,
how
like,
much drive
so
space that
many
takes?
gigs.
Do you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we really appreciate you guys like listening to our stuff and supporting us, and all of you who are here, thank you so much. But we don't know you like that, unfortunately, and there's a bunch of like personal stuff we talk about
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Lots of information that would definitely dox us.
Also, really degrade your
If
opinion
we-
of us because it's not that great.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
if
that
we
as well.
if we met you guys via like a professional studio where we all sit at a table and we like bring like our characters to the table, that's different. But like
Yeah.
when we're recording voiceover, it's much different.
There
Yeah,
are a
because
couple.
we're talking. The other thing too is it's like so many people are like, "How do you keep up the pace of play?" And like it's also professional. A lot of cutting of
Yeah.
ums,
Yeah.
but can I ruling clarification.
We gotta say,
The
like,
reason the
this-
episodes flow so well is because we get rid of all of that.
Yeah, like this series is in equal parts, if not more, made in the editing room as much as it is at the table.
At the
Yeah.
table. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like making actual plays on YouTube is very much a oversaturated space. So there's only so much attention we could get from anyone just from, posting straight up raw footage onto the internet.
Yeah.
We respect your time. We only wanted
Yeah,
to show
I
you the
don't
good
think-
parts.
Who wants 8 hours of us like not learning how Ardence works after
Yeah.
the 5th time it's been changed?
Oh my
I think
god!
there's-
Did we
referencing
tell
the
them
Russian-
about
Unironically,
the hour?
3 hours.
No,
of
there's
us
one
debating Ardence.
hour. There was 1 hour. Was it during session 2? There was a session where
Yeah.
we deliberated on what Saber did for an hour.
It was
before the
It was
attack.
episode 3. It was episode 3.
Yeah.
It was 3. Okay, we were just figuring
Yeah.
out like,
Yeah.
how to get that done.
Okay.
I was
Right,
gonna say,
oh my God.
A couple questions in chat that I
Yeah.
was gonna get to. I don't know when. Okay.
Yeah,
I
go
know
for
that
it.
this is a question in. I know that this is a question in the Discord server, but just got here, so sorry if this question has already been asked. But if Connell had gotten a Sin Overflow moment, what would have been the background music?
Ooh, there's quite a few options for that. I'll throw you all a bone and tell you what would have happened. At least that I had.
'Cause we were
Throw
really
you a
close.
bow.
Well,
Roll
I
a
mean,
bone.
I could.
Throw a
I
bone
could
how?
just. I could just blue ball everyone and be like, no, I'm not going to tell you what I would have done. But without getting in full description to save y'all's time, is thousands of versions of Connell were going to appear across the battlefield and all begin to run into him and merge into one singular Connell. And it was just going to drive him absolutely insane because he had like 1,000 consciousnesses, like consciouses, I don't know. Going through his head, and the entire landscape of the battlefield was going to go through different periods with which it's existed, so perhaps far into the future or far into the past, and it was just going to constantly change until his overflow ended. And during it, he was just going to be gone, similar to most people in overflow. Mostly keen on like maintaining his sanity, not even fighting anymore, really. Just trying to stay in the moment. That was at least what I had intended. But we never got around to it. Thank goodness.
Really awesome.
We got pretty
No.
close to episode
Like,
five.
okay,
we got
Once in a way.
the,
We were
the
really
editing
close.
skills, truly, I didn't see how Ivy's overflow was edited until the day of, and I sat there and I almost cried. Like, it was so good. Like, he made me look
Aw.
so cool.
Thank
You
you.
know what I mean? Of course. No, you and Sky are so talented, and I would have loved
Yeah.
to have seen Connell's like whole overflow.
Connell's would have been really good.
Yeah,
It would have been awesome and also a major turning point for the character, but I'm glad he ended
Mhm.
up where he
Well,
did.
I think there was a roll in episode 5 where you were rolling for sin and you were at 7, and then you hit 1.
I
Yeah.
nearly hit overflow and I was at like 1 HP. So
I would have had
Yeah,
to edit
we were
2
super
overflow
close.
sequences in the same episode.
Yeah.
It would have been a nightmare.
You were stressing during that recording. You were like, please,
Yeah.
please.
No, it was really funny in between that. Like, Naren just kept leaning forward.
You guys could have seen the look on my face. I was like, I readjusted my seat like 20 times in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay,
man.
next question in the Discord is from Fujoshi Cockhold.
Okay.
Incredible.
Base name.
Holy
Really good
shit.
name.
Yes.
We have our very own Rimjob Steve in the chat.
Well, hold on.
All
I
right,
hope they're present.
Were the players always planning on their characters developing god complexes, or was that something that happened naturally?
I think that's a Naren original, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, I can speak on this, but I remember telling Naren and Emma that my plan for Fam was to go from sad wet cat to barely functioning person. And her losing her mind in the middle was not planned. It just kind of happened as a result of the system.
yeah, and severe instigation from the other players.
Yeah.
The other
Yeah.
players being Ryuji.
It was definitely
Yeah.
something that naturally happened, at least
Yeah.
for a fan.
Yeah. No, none
Okay.
of the like major character plot points or like beats and stuff like that were planned out. That was all the players just going crazy mode.
This is true.
I mean, like, the whole, like, god complex thing mainly came from, I think, like, what sin overflow is in terms of character moments aren't exactly described, so I thought it was pretty much like an open prompt as to what actually happens to someone character-wise when they experience sin overflow. So, like, natural result of that seems to be power tripping, I guess. But I wondered exactly how that would look like for Ryuji, who is a character who, up until that point, was very kind-hearted and not very power trippy, and didn't want to use their powers for anything other than protecting people. So, trying to make that transition justifiable into, like, okay, well, how would one person who had never really experienced power before, in any capacity in his life, how would that change him in a meaningful way? And so the thing I sort of decided upon was the idea that instead of him really not being special, like he had come to sort of realize for himself over and over again leading up to his sin overflow, he decided that he truly was special. And in fact, no one was as special as him. In fact, he found himself divinely chosen to have these powers. And so, you know, that sort of opposite switch, the polarity of it, I thought was the most impactful narratively. And that sort of ended up bleeding into other characters' perspectives, I guess.
All right.
There's more questions in the chat, and I feel like I have to read
Sorry.
them.
We're gonna have to get to them eventually.
Extended
well,
yap. I'm
okay.
sorry about that.
So,
Maybe do
okay,
Discord.
I'm gonna ask these two questions. They're two different questions by two different people, but I'm gonna ask them at the same time just so that we can, like, you know. My question for y'all would be, if you had to choose your favorite blasphemy homebrew or not at this time, what would it be? And do you guys VC professionally, or was this the first time?
We don't VC professional.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, we do not.
Naren and I are aspiring talent, at least in the voice acting world. But besides that, not really.
My favorite blasphemy
We,
is Ardent. It will always be Ardent. Thank you.
Is there a blasphemy for like being loved and cared for?
What?
Mother, if you
No,
see it really toxically.
There is not.
Yeah, true.
No, but like wholesome, like benevolent and happy times. Like
Wrong
is
system,
there,
buddy.
Is there one for that?
Yeah.
All right.
Is
Go
there
back
a,
to 5e.
I
is there
guess
a
I-
blasphemy that pays my
I
mortgage?
guess I would take I would take bind because you get a permanent friend.
It's an interesting
The
way of
friend
looking at it.
forever.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna read off a Discord question now.
Sure.
This one's from Bear. Did Ivy's player decide to make Virtue okay, wait, hold on. Did Ivy's player decide to make the Virtue Hope their dad at the start of the campaign, or was that decision made later in the game? I had actually I don't know if you remember, but I vague posted to you about this.
Yes.
And I had asked you if you were going to be okay with me doing something in regards to your character, like backstory wise.
You said it
and
very
so-
vaguely.
Yes. And I had planned this out since the beginning, because we had talked about like, oh yeah, wouldn't it be interesting if we did this? And I was like, I have an idea for this. And I've been holding on to that one for a little while. So yes, that was designed from the very, very beginning.
Sick.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, okay. This one comes from Better Than Bry. Question for Naren. What is your creative process while composing the graphics, animations, sounds, etc. For the episodes when you receive the video files? What do you like most about your style that you want others to draw from? And who did you draw from the most from your creative ventures?
Oh. Wow, what a very well thought out question. I guess this can go for both me and Sky, since we both co-edited the series. But basically Sky kind of set the blueprint for episode 1 with trying to copy the aesthetic from the book as much as possible. And I sort of tried to build on that as much as possible to create, you know, an identity that comes off of the page. It works in like the like sort of guidebook medium because it kind of looks like a comic book. But in terms of actually coming up with styles, I guess I just drew heavily from the analog horror and almost like quick, like very, very like horror inspired found object style of like desaturating colors and oversaturating images. That sort of thing gives a lot of the objects in my animated sequences a very uncanny look to them. I think that especially can be seen with Oda's talisman, which is a lot of like found objects smashed together and then heavily processed to look like something inhuman, like the coffin box and the heart on the inside and like the metal armor shell. Like all of that was like found objects with heavy post-processing on it to sort of make it seem almost real, but not quite, like make it sit in that uncanny valley. I wanted it to be like when you guys saw it come on screen, it was like either like, oh, this is a shock, or oh, that gives you like a visceral reaction. Kind of like how Kane is as a system. Very bloody and gross and all gore and vomit. But it's all derived from what Sky set out to do.
I think by the end, like the second half of the series, I might just be like hallucinating this, but a bit more of like that kind of Amori inspiration of like disturbing black and white flashing images with very quick sections.
Right,
I
yeah,
think we used some
absolutely.
of the music near the end. Definitely to get more horror focused, because there's pretty much no horror elements in the first couple episodes, and then, by the time we reach the last episode, there's like the fucked up intro and the whole sequence before Oda's transformation.
Yeah, we definitely leaned into the sort of grotesque nature of the not only the plotting but also Tom Bloom's direct inspirations. Yeah.
I think a setup move for animation is very apt. Yeah.
Yes. I think it became sort of a game between Sky and I. We were just kind of like one-upping each other.
Well, no, but we were talking in DMs after episode 3, and you were like, "Oh, well, now I got to go above and beyond."
Yeah.
And then every episode, we're like, "All right, we have to do more
circles around you, punk." That was like constantly the talk I would hear.
They mentioned like, "Oh, the quality of Division 12 is exponential." That's purely because me and Naren were like fighting to like one up each other each episode.
It was just like we would watch the episode that the other person had made and be like, "Fuck, damn it, fucking
goddamn arms race, Jesus!"
Writing shit down like,
Yeah,
God,
really
I can't believe she pulled one over on me. Fuck.
Yeah, the production quality was so exponential. That was awesome.
It seems like it was healthy for the series, so I think not a bad, a little
Yeah,
healthy
we're down.
competition.
It was.
Never hurt
I
anyone.
have-
Yeah.
I have since lost the question, but someone did ask if someone wanted to donate somewhere. Where would they? I don't think you can. I don't
Not
think
yet. We don't want your money.
Not currently. I mean, it's unfair. It's unfair to bring this up in the VC with everyone here, but there have been talks of potentially a Patreon, but nothing concrete. Absolutely nothing.
Don't quote us
concrete.
on that.
As for now,
Please don't.
don't give us your money. Don't give us
No,
anything.
yeah.
We don't want it.
It might
Someone-
happen in the future, but for now, we're gonna wait.
Yeah. For now, please
Someone
please
DM'd
keep your
the
money.
TikTok account asking if they could send us money, which is like, guys,
Are
the,
you
the
for
sentiment
real?
Yeah, there was
is
someone who
super appreciated.
DM'd us on
You guys
TikTok.
are also sweet.
Yeah.
That's very
guys-
nice.
You guys are the best
please,
fans anyone can ask for.
Please keep your money. This
Yes.
is not full time for us. This is
If-
not full time.
If you really want to
This is a-
support us, please share the series.
share it with the
tell your
people you
friends,
know.
tell your family.
Like it, subscribe.
Yeah.
Notifications.
Keep telling us how cool we are. I really appreciate it personally.
Tell
The
Riley
YouTube
how
channel's
cool
not
she
even
is.
monetized.
That
So
was
it's like,
like
you know.
one of the common questions for the Q&A. Why are you guys so freaking cool? And I was like,
We're
I already
not.
know, bro.
We're not.
We're not.
I was born this way.
Elaborate
So,
trick to convince you
just
that we're
ourselves.
cool.
This is all a
Pulls and
scheme.
pulling over your eyes.
It's all editing.
True.
But thank you all so
Uh,
much. I see your messages. You guys are all so sweet.
Okay. Next question. This one's for me specifically. This is from.
Before we
X.
move on, someone says, Naren, thank you for making aura farming Ryuji still afraid of fan driving. Hey, you gotta drive safe, okay? You gotta
I
drive
would be
safe.
so scared to actually be.
You're
in a
forgetting that
car.
Ryuji mainly uses public transportation, so cars are like
Man.
me.
Use
Oh,
your
true,
indicators while driving.
Please drive
Check-
safe
even
and
if you're-
responsibly.
Check your
Unlike
blind
a
spot
man.
before
Zombies.
changing lanes.
You gotta stop for the zombie crossing their own.
True.
Okay. Question from Alex. This one's for me specifically. What is the cat of each member of Division 12 after the 7-year time skip? By the way, Naren, you're the goat. In all caps. So I would say, I mean, technically everyone is still like crazy strong. And there's no like official rulings in the book, so this is just my interpretation of it. But I imagine that like Focus is the only person who's like up there in terms of power. Everyone else would have, and I mean, you guys are all free to answer this, but like, I think everyone else would have taken steps back. The reason everyone got so strong in the first place is because they like, you know, kept hitting
Uh-oh.
Oh,
walls and new enemies
No.
and stuff like
Oh.
that. And
do we have Emma back?
oh,
I
hello?
think we do. Okay.
Emma, restate
You
whatever
just
you
you
were
just
saying. You
paused
cut
for
out.
a bit.
Yeah.
got it. I think the reason everyone got so strong in the first place is because they were constantly fighting new challenges. And so I think the only person who would continue to be like Cat 5, you know, plus would definitely be Focus at that point. Like, you know, fans doing stuff, you know, got a degree.
Yeah, it seems like a muscle that you have
Well-
to train. Like if you're not actively
Yeah.
working on
Oh,
it,
yeah.
then
Well, I
it's gonna
mean,
degrade over
where
time.
does everyone think their character's at? I'm curious now. I mean, obviously, Cat 7 lies over with you, Naren, but
Yeah.
I mean, to get, you know, to address the elephant in the room, I don't know what it's stated in the book, at least in terms of canon. I didn't really read the Virtue supplement in detail, but I guess like Cat 6 to Cat 7. I'm not
Oh,
even
he
sure
said it.
myself. I don't. I don't know. But whatever you think. Actually, yeah, that'll be my answer. Whatever you think Focus is in cat level.
You hear that, audience? You guys get to pick Ryuji's cat.
Yeah, have fun with that.
If you want to be
I
like,
definitely
hey, Focus is the very first virtue who's at cat 2.
I was literally about
You
to
know
say, I'm
what?
pretty sure Connell's cat is like 2 or 3 now. Like, I think he's stopped
Yeah.
using his powers completely.
I don't think. I think Ivy's cat is either exactly where we left it off or like one below that. Because she's like helping other kids with blasphemy, so I think that she would like use hers to show them that they can eventually have control and like control themselves, and it's not gonna be like they're not gonna be like that forever type of a deal, you know? So I think she would have to like use them pretty consistently and like, yeah.
All right.
Wait, fans, cat.
Pretty
yeah,
low.
true.
I mean, I imagine that if she ever was to go back to Kane, it'd go back up pretty fast. But for the moment, while she's in school, it's gonna be like 2. You know,
Yeah.
she has a lot of other responsibilities at the moment.
Okay. This one is from Jack G. For Emma, if you decided to do another season of Kane, what country and time period do you think you would use? Well, this is not me saying we're doing another season of Kane, because I think we're all kind of caned out for the time being.
Preface.
Not
Preface.
happening.
This is not
This is-
not happening.
We're not making a promise here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No promises.
No promises. But I think there's a lot of really cool history. So I'll give you a 2-for-1. If you want to steal these, go ahead and do it. But I think like Mesoamerica has some super fascinating stuff with like the Aztecs and all that sort of stuff. So I would want to do like something set in like the 1600s in like Mesoamerica, because that could be awesome. And then I also think there's a ton of really cool. Naren and I have had conversations about this, and it's like the total lack of coverage of like so much TTRPG stuff, and like how it doesn't go into like Middle Eastern culture or like there's like so much cool stuff out there like in Central Asia, and god, it's so cool. So I'd want to do like I think like pre-modern could be really fun, sort of like look at it like I'd want it to be more of like a Witcher situation. And so it's like, oh, there's like demons in the forest and like there's less known about it. Like I'd want to lean more into like the arcane, like weird style of things. But yeah, that's just that. I think that would be interesting. I'd want to do something like set outside of the modern day, but I think at that point it's not really Kane that much anymore.
Yeah. I mean, Kane's kind of strict with what its setting is, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it could be fun for like a one shot or something like that if you wanted to do something like in the far past.
True.
I could see how it's hard to come up with something and be like, oh yeah, this is actually distinct from what we just did. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
Okay. Oh, do you have another TTRPG one of you wants to run for personal or channel stuff? Well,
Stick
personally-
around.
Personally,
Yeah,
though.
stick around. You'll see.
Personally.
Personally, I'm gonna glaze the shit out of Sky real quick.
Yes,
we have
please
a
do.
home game,
Please do.
In where we play. I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but it's called Delta Green, and it's one of the best TTRPG experiences I've ever had.
it's really fun.
Sky
Also
runs a
unfinished. We should probably
fantastic
finish
game.
that.
It's unfinished.
Yep.
I do
We
want to
should finish
it.
that. We should finish that.
I would
Yeah.
like
I
to.
am using my
Yes.
platform right now to call you out. I want to go back to this.
It's a miracle
at
that Division
some
12
point.
was finished.
Yeah.
Ironically,
Yes.
And then I also would like to. I ran a Cyberpunk Red game a while
Oh,
ago.
yes,
and I
you did.
would
Please
like
let
to
me
pick
talk
that
about
up
Please.
at some point.
Please.
So
Emma set us
I
up
think that would
with
be
one
fun.
of the
Let me play
most-
Elizabeth again. I loved
the
her.
best ever fucking. Oh my god, Cyberpunk. And oh my god, I never got to finish playing my character, and I want to play my character
Shout
so
out to Graham,
bad.
shout out to Elizabeth.
Oh
One
my
session.
god, I loved my character so much.
Elizabeth is so fucking evil. I loved her.
Like,
Hey, at some point, you know.
so much.
And you know
fun.
what? I'm gonna call them out here, but not name them, because you guys will actually meet this person later. A friend of ours ran a Fallout TTRPG of their
Oh
own
my
design,
God.
and it was extremely
No, that's not-
good. But then they
It was so
canceled
good.
it.
It was like
They
two,
totally
three
canceled
sessions.
I think there's a
wrote their-
question.
Oh,
in
But it was
Discord,
3
yeah.
sessions, but it was the best party dynamic I've seen in a while.
It was
It was
really
awesome.
good.
It was
Wait,
really
are
awesome.
we,
good.
The
It
party
we
was
have
so
the question for
good.
like favorite character you've played, or do we?
Oh yeah, let me pull that one up. Let me pull
Well, we
that
can do
one
that later if you want, but
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think if you want to answer that one now. Oh,
You brought it up.
Yeah?
Can we talk about it?
yeah. Yeah, no, favorite character you've ever played is a really good one. God, there's so much good stuff. I mean, Sky, I think I know your answer, right?
yeah, my favorite character I've ever played was in the Fallout campaign. It was
Mm.
a teenage girl called Clint, whose only view of the world was through Western movies.
Oh my
She was
God.
the most fun I've ever had playing any character. I
And
fucking
it was
loved her.
so good too, because communists were canonized in like the campaign. And I was so excited to see those interactions.
It was gonna be
It's
so
gonna
good.
be so good.
Holy shit.
And her
How
name,
their
she like,
name's
named
Clint.
herself Clint, like after Clint Eastwood. Oh, it was
That
so
was
good.
so
It was so
peak.
good. Favorite character? I think probably Violet. Violet was a warlock gunslinger that I played from level 3 to Sky. Was it 14?
It was
What?
12
No,
or 13. I'm
I
not
was
sure.
12.
12 or 13, but it was level 3 to 13, and she was a warlock that I played in a D&D 5e game that Sky ran.
Mhm.
And she was just like the most normal person in this like entire group of like freaks and weirdos. Like in universe, there was like oh god, I won't do the thing where people like talk about like their TTRPG story, and then they're like, oh, it was so good, and then you don't have any of the context, so you don't understand. But like, she was like the most like normal, like what the fuck is going on, like just straight man, like
Yeah, the
what's
like your
happening?
top 10 worst months anyone has ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Violet. Violet was
Yeah.
very lovely.
I want to hear Narain's answer.
Yeah, I'm
Me
trying
too,
to think. I'm trying to remember the characters I've played.
I mean, to throw mine out there, my favorite was a campaign that Narain actually DM'd that no one in here was in. We played with other folks, but my favorite character currently was a character by the name of Erithalion.
yeah.
Spoilers. He ended up in the final battle. He ended up duking it out with the big bad evil guy, and he had the choice to either abandon his companions and like live, or like fight it out and pray that he lives. And he ended up fighting it out, but it costed his life, and that was like so good. I had so much fun with him, and he was a very morally questionable character, like deciding between like his found family and the family that he owes. It was very good.
Okay, I think I've decided on mine. I played a character for a campaign that Sky ran, who was around for like maybe 3 sessions.
It was like
and
the very end.
It was like the very end of like an incredibly long, like 20-something.
Yeah, 25
session.
sessions. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Level
like-
3 to 13.
Yeah, I just like happened to be in town, so Sky was like, "Hey, you want to stop by for like a couple sessions with this already established party of people who know each other super well?" I'm like, "Great, okay, I'll try and do that." And and I ended up coming up with the idea for this character named Kasan, who is like a Earth Genasi like researcher who is just the most like clearly like I guess the best way to describe it is like a quote from The Big Short where Steve Carell's character says, "This guy is so transparent in his own self-interest that I kind of respect it." Like he basically showed up and immediately tried to command one of the party members who was an automaton to self-destruct.
It's so good.
Basically, he was like, "Automaton, kill yourself." And that was his introduction to the party.
That's how we all met him.
And then everyone understood the vibe immediately.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Chaotic good, my goat.
Oh, that was a party of like 7 people. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I was gonna say my favorite character that I've ever played was also from Sky's campaign, but I'm gonna pivot now. Although I do love that one. I have to say, the character I played in Cyberpunk was
Shout out to
my
Grim.
I loved her so much. She was a rocker boy, and she would kill people with her guitar, like just like smash their skull in. And I truly like would love to play her again, Emma. But she really like she kind of got me out of my comfort zone a lot as well, because like I kind of don't really talk a lot, and I think that she was like a very like in your face type of character, and I really loved her.
Yeah, she was a very face of the party character because like her charisma stat was just
So high.
Okay. Moving on. Another
Get back to Division 12 questions.
Yeah.
So much to talk about.
Hey,
Sorry
guys,
to those of you.
everyone's been able to see.
Sorry to those of you who have no clue what we were just talking about. But
Yeah.
Here's my OC. Like,
And
you know,
for you all to stick around, I promise.
This is for
There's
the
gonna be
10
good shit in the
people that
future.
we know personally. Like-
Yeah.
True. Anyway. Robotic Potato asks, what would have been the cast's second choice of Blasphemy if they hadn't picked the ones that they did?
Oh, wait, can I please
Yeah, go
talk
for it.
about my backup
You have-
character?
you have the floor.
I
Yeah,
should
I
do
guess-
backup here.
Should we just talk about backup characters with this question?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I think
Can
so.
I?
Feels like
Can I
a
not?
feels like
Yeah.
a good way to condense both of those questions together.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I?
yeah, just do it. Send it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna play a character that was blind and could only see through like the sin that she was controlling right then. I don't remember what the blasphemy is called, where you bind. Not
Bind, yeah.
Bind?
Yeah.
It's bind.
Yes.
I was gonna play bind blasphemy, and she was gonna be blind, and she could see through like the sin's eyes, and that's really like as far as I got because Ivy never died. Kind of unfortunately and fortunately, but I really love that character idea, and I really wish I could have like gone somewhere with it, you know, if Ivy did die. But that's I was excited about that one.
Should I go?
Yeah.
Summer's
Yeah, go for it.
asleep, so you can go.
I guess Sumner is.
Oh wait.
I'm
yeah.
here.
I had this
Oh,
idea
yeah,
of a edit user who would be this like young girl with like a Gyaru kind of aesthetic that with their edit blasphemy edited sad and ugly things out to happy and good things.
That's good.
that is a level of manic that would be
I like
really
that.
Very
interesting.
different from well, I was thinking like what's the most different thing from Fan if she were to die? And I was like, what if this insane woman with like a complex to make everything good and happy?
That's good.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
cool. I mean, I don't believe in backup characters. I think that I just like try to freeball it because I think, at least subconsciously, whenever I make a backup character, I'm immediately like, "Oh, I'm so excited for this backup character," and not like my actual guy who's alive and well. But when I was thinking about the possibility of Connell dying, Games for Freaks Volume 3 dropped, and the Wire Blasphemy is extremely cool. I am a JoJo's fan, and the fact that you can just use White Album's ability in like Kane was just so
And kind
cool
of
to
Red
me.
Hot Chili Peppers with like the traveling
oh
through
yeah,
wire
that
stuff.
too.
Oh, is it just straight up
very
White Album?
JoJo inspired? It's very
Yeah.
it's somewhat White Album, but not full on. But yeah, you store people in discs.
I thought that was White Snake. White
Snake.
White
Okay.
Album
Oh, yeah.
is the
oh yeah, not White Album.
It's
That's
Diageo,
the
it's
ice
the
one.
ice
Wrong.
guy.
Wrong. Oh, I'm a fake fan. I'm
Yeah.
a fake fan.
No, kill this guy.
Execute him.
But yeah, I just thought Wire would be such a sick blasphemy. The only issue though is I'm absolutely worthless in no major metropolitan area. So
Alive
with-
and well is a statement for Division 12. Yeah, I guess it's not exactly well.
True.
Yeah.
Hey, alive is half the battle. You
Yeah.
know? You can be
well,
well.
quotations.
You can
True.
be well if you are alive. Theoretically.
I'm not picking up the frog. No.
Oh.
It's the phone, baby. It's the phone.
Naren, you go, and then I remembered something.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of like polar opposite characters, I think like if Ryuji was actually speaking Japanese like he does canonically in the story, I think he'd have like a very distinctive speech pattern. And we'd probably have more opportunities to make fun of that if we actually, knew Japanese. But like he basically perpetually speaks in Keigo, which is like polite honorific language. And almost exclusively uses like the gender neutral watashi, which is like exclusively for like workplace circumstances. usually you go to like a more like less formal like pronoun like ore or boku when you're in situations with friends. But Ryuji pretty much perpetually uses keigo with anyone, his like superiors and his inferiors. So like he kind of ends up, despite his very cheery tone, sounding very like he would sound very stilted and kind of stiff, which is like a verbal quirk I think he would have. In episode 4, Ryuji mentioned a character that he had met off screen named Tendo-san, who was like this kind of sort of mentor of a lot of younger exorcists. That was basically going to be my backup character. Like a very laid back Shota Aizawa type. His name was Tendo Shinichiro. He's like very, very like relaxed, almost like perpetually in a state of having come out of a onsen, like so calm and like completely over a lot of things. Like the very trauma of being an exorcist just does not matter to him. He, and also in contrast to Ryuji's speech, he would pretty much exclusively use either impolite honorifics like kun or chan with his like superiors, and with like inferiors, he would pretty much go full like yobiste, like no honorific at all sometimes, to the chagrin of a lot of the people around him. And his whole thing is enjoying the good things in life. So like his whole blasphemy would have been an ardent blasphemy called Omatsuri, which is like the festival of Amaterasu. And he would have basically had ardent's powers that are all like festival themed, like lanterns and fireworks and sparklers, like making things blow up in a beautiful like way that's reminiscent of the summer festival. It would have been a lot of fun to play that character.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Someone asked a question very long ago that I just remembered. It was, what sin would you be if you went into Imago? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, you got it.
So, I don't know if you wanted to answer that. And then also, yeah. well, someone else just asked, how badly would the campaign have derailed if one of you went into Imago, the Three Horsemen, and some fucking thing?
Yeah, it would have been really bad. I mean, like, I think it's the only one who it's like super cut and dry for. And no offense, Riley, but I think Ivy's
Okay,
going
that's good.
insta hound,
It's just
right? Like,
Wait, really, Hound?
Yeah.
really, you don't think? You think it'd be something else?
Hound just
I
seems
don't
fitting.
listen. I don't really remember all the blasphemies and what they stem. I mean, not blasphemies. All the sins and what they stem from. So maybe you're right, but I always saw her as like in the same vein as like Centipede.
Oh,
really?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah. I mean, it's either vengeance or like nihilism, right? So
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. That's my girl. That's
Yeah.
literally my
I
girl.
need
bro.
my
that's our favorite
vengeance.
crash out.
Yes.
Let's go.
I think Ivy would definitely have been Centipede, but if
Well,
you guys think Hound, like,
Well, and I
really,
think let's answer the other stipulation of the question, which is
Oh.
how derailed with the campaign. We're losing to Imago Ivy, by the way. We
Oh,
we
oh
just
yeah,
lose.
yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
I think
good
that
luck.
like I don't know, because Connell would have to put like the rerolls into overtime, and the odds of him like conking out or getting removed from the fight entirely are crazy high.
Wait. Before that, did you have an idea for Riley? Did you have an idea what Ivy's Imago would look like?
Ooh.
Okay. Is Imago like sin overflow? Like
It's-
fully
No,
of that?
it's
like
kind of like
becoming a
it's
sin.
you become a sin.
Yeah.
It's like
You're
it's
gone.
you're extra potent because you were an exorcist before, right?
I-
So it's just like you're like stronger, better, faster, etc.
You basically
In
become
my
an Imago
mind-
and then incubate into a full sin. Like, what do you think that would look like?
In my mind, she would most likely. I always saw Ivy dying by her own hand. Like even she did in the very last episode, I think it was. She like full on sabered Oda. Guys, I know the campaign. I was there.
I don't believe you.
Oh man.
Guys,
She full on
please, I
sabered
swear.
Oda into death and just like killed herself because of it. So I always saw her dying by her own hand. And I think that instead of becoming instead of like the phoenix visualization, it would be her going into ashes and then going into a cocoon and coming out like a centipede butterfly type of like sort of thingy.
Oh.
And it would be like bright red and orange colors, and like I'm just like you know how butterflies have like eyes of like sort like on their wings?
Yeah.
Like those would be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what she actually sees through, and she doesn't have like eyes like on her head type of a deal.
Oh, that's so
Damn.
sick.
That's like
Yeah.
very Tom Bloom. That's like that's awesome.
Thank you.
So sick.
Yeah. I might draw it now. I have to draw it.
True.
Gotta happen.
It's gotta happen.
Well,
Well,
Sumner,
my
continue.
Imago would probably look
Oh
something
no,
like-
I was just talking about how it was like an unwinnable fight if Ivy went Sin. I feel like she would just murder all of us.
Yeah, I
easily.
don't. It's kind of scary to think about, because to me, Ivy's like in my mind still like a child of sorts, like mentally, you know what I mean? Because of like everything that she went through and like having no parental figures to like look after her. But like, I think that she would absolutely kill everyone, even if, because she did end up like loving Ryuji Fan and Connell and like earn it like letting herself like love other people. But like, I think that if she went Imago, she would kill anyone.
Well, it also really depends, like, when the Imago happens, right?
That's
Like, because
true.
if it was like episode 2, right? Episode versus like episode 5, you know, like the difference in character relationships and everything like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like actually mechanics for the Imago. I don't remember. It's been a while since I read the book, but like
yeah, the
were
DM gains control over the character.
Yeah,
I'm
but
pretty sure.
there's like also
Yeah.
mechanics for specifically like exploiting the things you know about your fellow exorcist to like create complications.
Evil. Oh, so
Yeah.
good.
A bit of trolling.
Like literally preying on their like worst fears and insecurities as a full grown like sin to stop them from doing stuff. It's crazy. It's so cool. I wish that happened.
Yeah.
Something
Okay,
that chat doesn't know is that Naren every episode would be like, I'm gonna kill Ryuji. I'm just gonna kill him.
Oh, okay. I gotta get into
yeah.
this. I gotta get into this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it was, because for me, I'm
tried
like,
to kill Ryuji, I think like 5 times.
And I was
Came
begging
very,
I was
very
shaking it off.
close.
It almost happened so much.
I was begging for it. Like,
Yeah.
like the
Oh.
thing about this genre is that bad things happening is the point. So when I make like
Yeah.
a little glorbo of a character, an adorable little guy, my full intention is to break all of his bones and throw him against the wall. Like,
oh my god.
Oh my
Fill
god.
with milk, slap
Yeah.
against wall type shit.
For
Exactly.
context, viewers, every risky move that Ryuji made pretty much after episode 3 was Naren trying to kill him.
yes.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
What in episode 2 you were like, don't help me during the severe attack, I can handle it?
Yeah.
I got this!
Yes.
When like it would have been no problem for us to help you.
Yeah.
So
0%
funny.
hit rate.
What was everyone else's answer?
Okay. Linking back to the question though, we still need answers for what would the Imago look like for
Yes,
everyone
yeah.
else.
I think I might have an answer for this.
Go
I
for
would
it.
love to hear it.
I debate over ogre or lord, but I imagine Fan would become this like trash snake that just sort of absorbs all of the object it passes over.
Toad is right
And that's
there,
kind of my
dude.
concept. Well,
Toad-
lord
Toad
in the
is right
sense I
there.
imagine that she would essentially, the surrounding area would be her domain and all of the objects would follow her order. Like the scenery and domain and like ground itself would become like hostile to all of the exorcists.
Oh. That is cool. I guess, like, doesn't Toad's, like, thing also stem from a place of, like, greed or, like, need?
Well,
not,
the thing
like-
is, I think the crux of Fans's character isn't that she feels like she owns objects, is that she feels like she has this debt to repay to them for her entire life. She has to spend all of her time making sure that they're happy and not really valuing her own happiness.
Nice.
Very cool.
Very thematically sound.
Okay, I guess I'll shoot. Originally, I thought that Connell would be a lord, but throughout the series, he eventually, I I would assume is an ogre. Mainly because he just reached a point of futility with like his own powers where it's like, well, I'm just gonna keep using them, and then one day I'm just gonna like forget my name and forget where I come from, etc. And yeah, I think he does have that deep point of depression. If he became an ogre, I think it would be this sort of sludge creature with no distinct features. It can't be made out by anything besides like probably two things: a large clock face that sits up top, concealing its visage or whatever it could have under there, and then along with just like remnants, I think, of things that were vaguely his, like, I don't know, evidence of like his glasses, his artwork, etc. But it's all like just sludge and gross.
Nice. I had a very strong visual idea for what Ryuji's sin would be, but I'm sort of divided on whether it would be Lord or Idol. Idol feels more fitting, but maybe Lord perhaps, depending on, you know, the type of aspect of his personality that I wanted to invert. But either way, the way you would look is sort of like the statue of a temple. Like I imagine like his distinctive appearance becoming something warped entirely into like porcelain skin, like a diadem and jewelry and like bracelets and armlets and anklets of pure white gold, like 8 arms on each hand, or 8 arms on each hand, 8 arms on his torso, and like wielding weapons made out of pure grace, like an asura or like a dharmic deity, like basically looking like a bodhisattva, like multiple faces, the whole shebang, and like surrounded by wheels made of grace. And I think either as an idol, he would probably, his focus would be, given that his whole character involved not being able to fit into a society that he desperately wanted to fit into, as an idol, he would make it so that everyone worships him. And I think as a lord, he would expand a kingdom that would basically erase everyone's identity, to turn them porcelain-faced and indistinguishable from one another, just like him. And I had ideas for what that would be. Like, you know, the Sin's name could be called like Chakravartin, like wheel-turning emperor, and the actual name of the kingdom, I thought it would be apt to call it the Central 8-Petal Lotus Hall, named after the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. So yeah.
Very cool.
I wish it happened. Oh god, if only Ryuji fucking died, dude. Come on.
The editing would have been really fun.
I do
You've
have a
been
question
saying this for
Emma
months!
From me, what would have happened if, like, we succumbed to Oda and we decided to become the Horsemen?
The evil
Oh
ending.
god. Yeah, evil ending. I mean, like, I was talking to one of my friends about it, and he was just like, "Oh, well, how much of it do you have planned?" And I was like, "Not that much, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think you kind of have to." And this is after many conversations with Sky and Naren about like, here's how you actually like plot something, and this like leans into like one of the questions that Trades asked, and they were like, you know, what would you have changed? Like benefits of hindsight and stuff like that. I think one of it is I would have shifted stuff around, but back to the original question being like, I don't know. I mean, like, I think it's one of those points where it's like, if you guys had decided to go with Oda's plan, I think it's very much out of my hands in that sense. And like, it's like, okay, well, how are you going to do this, right? Because, you know, his goal was to, you know, basically, you know, bring an end to the world and, you know, allow, or like, you know, bring forth paradise in which only those who are aware of their, you know, grace are able to, you know, use and control it. So it's like, how do you think you would, you know, help to further that plan? Hello?
That would have been
Oh,
so
the
fun.
music
Someone
changed.
died.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
okay,
the music changed.
Caught me off guard.
Yeah, but no, that would be the thing there. And then the other question, I would have changed a lot. I would have changed so much.
I mean, there's a question
Like,
later
okay.
for this, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm bringing up right now.
Okay.
It's from Trades. For Emma, after running the full campaign, what aspects would you tweak in the hunts with the benefits of hindsight? The type format definitely gave the players a lot of opportunities to go Nova. Are there any ways you wish you'd adjusted the challenges? Moving around information. Yeah, I would have done so much. I would have loved to. If it was possible, I would have wanted to sneak a toad in there, but I felt as if, like, I don't know, we were at a point in the campaign where I was like, oh, it would have been fun to do everything, right? But, like, I don't know. I was like, I feel like Toad, like, doesn't fit thematically with, like, everything that's going on right now, right?
Mhm.
Like, once we made it past, like, you know, the Toad would have had to be, like, pre-Makoto twist, in my opinion.
Mm.
I think
And
we-
I
we-
didn't play...
Sorry, we could
I
also
didn't plan
talk
for
about
that.
like the structure of how the structure of the episodes change. I know that there's a question about that coming down the line,
Yeah.
specifically about how we handled investigations. So I think we can also dig into that
Oh.
deeper there.
Yeah. It's sort of like one of those things where it's like I really didn't focus on the investigation aspect of the game. And I've, you know, do I regret that? Yes and no. I wish I had put some more time into it, but also I feel like when we did do more investigative stuff, a lot of it ended up getting cut, right? Like
It works for the
I-
format.
it worked for the format, I think. Especially because it's like everyone's game is different, and I think everyone's table is different, especially like depending on, you know, I know some people really like running investigation heavy games, but like I think Tom Bloom was just like Kane is a system that's not designed to like go longer than like 9 sessions, right? And I know we only ended up having, you know, how many episodes, but once we ended up in that later aspect of things, if we're doing, you know, 2 sessions of play into 1 episode, we basically got to that endpoint. And I was like, cool, I think we've like hit the apex power of things. Like once your players hit Cat 5, you know, stuff you get crazy stuff happening, right? Which is awesome and really fun. But I think anything past that is sort of just like, oh, we're like playing in Minecraft creative mode, right? So I think I would have ideally liked to string out the early game a little bit more, if that makes any sense. I think like more of a focus on like lower cat exorcists and like longer investigations in the beginning, and then a difference and ramp up to it's like, oh, here's the plot and here's what's happening and here are the forces at work. But yeah, no, I think Toad passed session 3. I agree with you, Cinabara Bread. I think Toad past session 3 would have been like a really weird deviation from the tone. I think
in one of our
like, it would've
production
been cool.
meetings, one of our production meetings, we were talking about that actually. I think like
Yeah.
Sky, Emma, and I, we were talking about it, and I think the conclusion we reached was like, we can't past this point just go back to doing another hunt because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
would be so weird compared to what just happened, like in terms of pacing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something just happened.
If you guys
I think,
were ever like,
Just have to-
oh,
yeah.
like the back half of the series just doesn't fit the structure of Kane, if that ever occurred to you, it's like, yeah, you're right. we were kind of throwing it out the window.
We kind of went like, time to go have fun with the little goobers we created. You know?
Yeah.
The hunt structure sort of falls apart once you, or it doesn't fall apart, but I think like, for the story I wanted to tell, I think it got to the point where I was like, oh, I want to use the mechanics for this part of the thing, but not the like, you know, mechanics for this part of the thing. Because it's like, yeah, plot's happening now, and you have to go deal with this character. It's not like you show up, solve my riddles 3, here's this guy, he's depressed, go kill him, right?
Yeah, exactly. That became frustrating to maintain in terms of a serialized plot because it's like, oh, you have this ramping tension, and then out of nowhere, it's like, all right, everybody, gather around. It's time to go kill this guy, and it's like, whoa, can we resolve like
Yeah.
what's happening in the plot? So
Yeah.
I think like when you try to have a more like through line in this system, it can be tough to maintain like the rigid investigation hunt system.
I think also what's important to note is that us as a table, our priorities are as performers and producers and directors as much as it is as players and GM. Like, we are making considerations for the plot of the game, and we also make considerations after we run the game in the editing room. So if you are wondering why your home game doesn't look like Division 12, it's not supposed to. Division 12 is TV. We made it to be television. We made it to entertain people. So like, your hunts will probably be longer, and it'll take more time. You'll get more into the nitty-gritty details, and you'll have to spend more time reconciling with your players about exactly what's happening, exactly the information they need, and all that. So, you know, if you're like, wow, the episodes flow together so seamlessly, it seems like all the players are on the same page all the time. They're sort of almost seamlessly weaving into one another.
I mean, like,
How does Saber work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there were literal,
like, you know what? I asked that question. I asked, how does Saber work again? At least every single
time you
session.
use it.
I mean, like, of course it was all cut out, but there were multiple episodes where for like hours at a time, we literally just talked to each other about like, all right, how's the story gonna go?
Yeah, like we make a lot of like macro considerations about story specifically. So if that's not the priority of your table, then I'd say don't worry about it. Like, you don't need to use that part of D12 as like something to aspire to, because we make this for entertainment.
Fun.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of us
Yeah,
have known each
12
other
is
for so long.
Yeah.
We
Yes,
make this
no,
to
getting-
entertain you, not to be an example of how
I
to
think
run the
that
game.
if you want to take anything away from D12, vibes is cool. I'd say ignore a lot of our mechanical stuff, please.
No,
Yes.
please.
We got so
Yeah, yeah,
much
yeah.
wrong.
Yes, we got a lot wrong, and we hope you
I
can
mean,
ignore
even
it
just in
off
terms of
aura.
like structure.
Please
like,
don't look. Please don't read too much into it. Don't
Yeah.
expose us.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. It's D12 is an awesome like vibe touchstone. It's like, oh, if you wanted like inspiration for a game, great. Like, do not. I was a bumbling fool.
You should not do hunts like we did hunts, just straight
Yes,
up.
yeah.
Oh,
You should do it differently.
Yeah.
Take your time with it, please. Like, we make it seem like all of us are on the same page, immediately knowing what the story is. And we also indicate a lot of information via visuals that you won't have at your table. So a lot of the editing carries a lot of the information just for the purpose of, you know, making it watchable for you guys.
And so much clarification. Like, our characters talk like we're very like sure of ourselves, but like behind the scenes we had to clarify quite a bit. Quite a
Oh,
bit.
absolutely.
Yes.
Getting out in front
Okay.
of the Division 12 effect, I see. Is that a thing? Is that
What is that?
God.
Well,
Oh,
you just
God,
coined
please
it.
no.
You said it, Naren. You said
What
it.
is that?
No, I
The Division
I read
12
a
It's
effect?
the
comment in
Matt
the
Mercer
chat.
effect.
Yeah.
I think the
It is
Division 12
that.
effect might just be like no interesting character moments, but all story and aura farming.
Hype moments and aura.
No.
Oh no!
Yay.
Oh
no,
god.
No hype moments at
Do we
all.
have to have the sit
Oh,
down
dear God.
talking about aura
This is
farming chat?
Reese Smoogie, and he has squares.
Seriously?
No circles
No,
over here.
I would love to play a ripoff of my own character. Can I do that?
That would be really funny. Yeah. No,
Finally.
but if you are running Kane, look at us for vibes and tone. And about everything else, please ignore.
Yes, yes. Oh man, that word aura farming. I think it'll
Do
haunt
y'all
me in my
use
dreams.
battle maps? No, I don't think. we do.
Do we use battle maps? We did not use battle maps. It was
No.
all theater of mind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like Jujutsu Kaisen, I will not take that slander, okay? That's not... I'm not accepting that.
Oh, I love.
What question are we even on? Wait, Emma, what?
Yeah, Emma, let's get back
Okay,
on
let's
We'll
get
plot a
back
little
on
bit.
track. We'll get back.
Yeah.
We're locking it back in. Here,
JJK slander
Alright, here we go.
in my live stream?
In my live stream.
All right. We're locking it back in.
We're locking it.
Question from Alv. Given his virtue status, what would Rajesh's high blasphemy be?
Ah, oh, great. More Naren Yap question. I feel like I've been talking too much.
The people love you. I mean, you're the people's friends. What can I say? Like,
my glorious king Ryuji. Oh, I wish he died. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, this
Imagine
question
the
is
story
also
potential.
from.
Yeah.
This question is also from the person who's posted much art on
Oh,
the
right,
server.
ALV.
Alv, we see you. Alv,
Yeah.
we see you.
Oh my god, you're awesome.
love our
Your
fan
art
artists.
is excellent.
We love
my
you
god,
guys.
all
Alv,
the
you're
fan
so
artists, by the way.
fucking
Yeah, not
cool.
just Alv. All fan artists. You guys are all
Tzig,
incredible. Thank you.
There, Alv. Fuck, I'm forgetting one. I know I'm forgetting one.
If
Even
you've
if you
drawn
don't-
art, we are so sorry.
Yeah.
Listen,
we see you. We see it.
even if you don't post like art of us, you posting your art in the server at all is amazing. I love to look at all of it. All of you are very inspirational. You're very good at your work. I love to see all of it, even if it's not just fan art. But I do love the Ivy fan art. So
It's really
I love
good. We love it lots. It makes us so happy whenever it comes through. So
Wait, was Alv the one who made the
It was the
ogre
Ryuji-
fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
ow!
ogre fight was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
depiction
No,
was
that's
really
yes,
good.
Yes,
That was
yes.
sick.
And then they posted like independent art of like that they did with Sin. I thought it was incredible. Of them in like a subway. The Sin itself, really sweet.
Yeah, a lot of good shit. We love our fucking artists. We love you
We
guys.
love all you artists. You guys are so good.
Yeah. Right. Question: what would Rajesh's high blasphemy be? Right. I think. Yeah. I guess we ended up glossing over a lot of the spiels we had at the end of episode 6 about like the what actually happened near the end and where our characters are, and that sort of gives the impression of like, oh yeah, we all just kind of collectively mind melded and decided how our characters were as soon as they showed up in that final scene. But despite the very saccharine ending of the series, Rajesh is a smoke demon. Don't get me fucking wrong, all right? Rajesh is on demon timing, all right? Like his whole thing is being incredibly potently destructive with his high blasphemy and his blasphemy. Like the thing about his regular blasphemy is that it's so mutated and so weird and fucky. Like he doesn't have the ability to just pick up an object and send it flying at someone's head and leave a crater in their skull. He has to like do a thing where he inscribes an axis into one thing and then inscribe an axis into another thing and create a closed system where both of those axes can impart rotational or angular momentum on one of the objects in order to rotate around the other axis. So it's really fucky and weird. But like, if you set it up enough, it becomes basically omniscient or omnipotent telekinesis, like with enough prep time. So I think with a blasphemy as mutated as his on a base level, his high blasphemy would probably be equally as mutated. So I was like shopping these ideas with some of the other cast members here. And that's that either Rajesh has a singular mutated high blasphemy that is so fucky that it has like multiple modes, or he has two separate high blasphemies that function as sub-abilities. The first one is called Astra, which means divine weapon in Sanskrit. And basically on a pure like top level, like not very descriptive point of view, he can basically either create objects, or he can basically create weapons out of pure grace, or inscribe axes into weapons and have them fight for him. So they basically operate on their own, they attack on their own, and they move on their own. And the other high blasphemy is called Padme, which means lotus. And I won't describe what that does, but you can take that as you will, and then run with it. Do whatever you want.
All right, Naren, that was cool and well, but now explain that in hype moments and aura language. Thank you.
Honored one, the strongest exorcist of history versus the strongest exorcist of today.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
and
so
the one
sick.
who left it all behind. And his overwhelming
Is it
splendor.
Jujutsu Kaisen, like TikTok edit?
I wanted to. Someone did ask if this will be a VOD later.
Yes.
Yes, it will.
Yes,
Yeah.
it should be VOD.
I will also say really quick, Terminator Cashier, you left a very kind episode on the finale. It was really touching. Thank you so much.
I did read that as
Oh,
well.
right.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I read that.
It was
comment as well.
very nice, and I'm glad that we can help you through a dark time. I didn't think that would ever happen. Like I didn't think we were so impactful. IMO, in my opinion.
No, not in your opinion, Riley. I'm right with you. We're so glad that like us playing our game could be an escape for you, because it's an escape for
Yeah.
us, and we have a lot of fun doing it.
All right. Moving on. Question for the whole crew. This is from Rat Magnus.
Love that
Everyone's
name.
voice acting is fantastic. And to me, the passion you'll put into your dialogue is what got me invested the most, and even brought me to tears in the final episode. Was it difficult / exhausting for any of you to enter that headspace, or perhaps cathartic? Did bringing the vulnerability to the table teach you anything about yourselves, or did you stumble upon a door you would rather remain shut in future role plays?
Oh man.
It's a very good question.
It's a very good question. I think. Oh, for me, does anybody mind if I go first?
No, not at all.
Okay. For me personally, I don't think I could do that unless you guys were also like such good role players as well. I really like feed off of your guys' energy when you're role playing, and then it like it comes to me because you guys are so good at like what you do, you know? And especially like over Discord, it's really like it's still hard, but I think you guys are like phenomenal at it. Like I really couldn't do it unless you guys were like at least like at my level, but you're absolutely higher than my level, so it's really
I also think a major part of it too is like we've all known each other for so long, and like
oh,
you know
absolutely.
we're friends, and like you know we've known each other for forever outside of the table, and so as a big part of it is because we all have that like trust and faith in each other, and to be like no, we all like care about each other here, and this is like a safe place for us to be like vulnerable and like have those like you know interesting character moments, right?
I do preface every time after I like yell at someone like in a scene. I do preface immediately after I'm like, I'm not mad at you. I'm sorry.
It was
Like,
always so funny. Riley
really
would say
funny.
something like really mean in character, and then she'd apologize once the scene was up. And we're
Yeah.
like,
it's so
fine.
bad.
I
It's like,
appreciate
no,
the disclaimer.
We're on the
It
same
helps me a lot.
page.
Yeah, we know this is not Riley.
But like it hurts the soul.
But yeah, I'm with Riley where it's like, well, when it comes to me and Naren, the game was rigged from the start. We've been doing this together for what,
Forever.
7 years?
So long. Yeah.
Like me and Naren have been playing tabletop role playing games together for about I think 7 years, like like a third of our respective
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
And when you have that much time together, like I said, the game was rigged from the start. Me and him like bounce off each other extremely well now.
It's so
'cause we've
fucking
just
easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
This guy makes
we
it
just
easy.
go.
Work.
We just go.
I think that's
but-
where all the yaoi allegations are coming from. People just see two guys who
Truly.
are comfortable with each other.
You are
Yeah.
the only
Like,
one who's made those allegations.
Yeah.
That is
No,
so
You're like
true.
saying that's
not
not there.
true.
You are that
not-
person is
no.
you.
No,
During
no.
the
Many
live
people are
stream
saying
of I
this.
think like the last
Was it-
or like the second to last, there was like 2 or 3 people also like my doomed yaoi is on. Everyone shut up.
My
True.
doomed
Okay.
I'm not
yaoi.
the only
the
person who's saying
allegations
this.
are not just you. That's great.
Speak up in the chat right now, please. Lend me your strength.
God damn it. This is
yeah,
instigation.
I-
This is.
I think
Yeah.
I think but I do think that like everyone creates a very comfortable environment. We all know each other well. One thing you should always bring to your role playing tables that Naren actually brings pretty hard is like safe role play and disclaimers of like what is okay, what is not okay. And I think that's just it's really helpful knowing that you're able to flourish within like the boundaries that have been set, and then you can just kind of go. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, safety tools are super important. Highly recommend.
Yeah. Also, I think all of us, sort of over time, have learned to develop a degree of separation from our characters. I know that being new to role playing, it seems like you just have to say what you think what you would say in the moment. But you know, playing characters, you'll have a color of yourself in there, but knowing where you end and where the character begins, or where that gradient is also pretty important. If you want to tackle a story with tough themes like that. And also being aware of where your limits are is important. Like if you don't want to step into that space, don't feel pressured to.
I mean, to bounce off of that, I kind of explicitly had fan in mind as like some of the worst traits I've had in a kind of move past of like immense social anxiety and dealing with other people.
Mhm.
And it was really interesting to sort of explore those negative traits in like a character. And I think like during the last scene where I was talking to Connell in episode 6, and Fan was like over like the bad things she did with Ryuji and like encouraging him, like I started tearing up during
Yeah, we
that.
got a lot of real crying in the last session. Incredibly, during Ryuji's monologue where he tried to lose his powers, Naren actually cried for that as well. It was
Yeah.
so good.
I got close. I didn't actually cry.
Really? I thought I saw a tear.
Oh, I guess I'm just that good of an
What?
actor, huh?
I think you did actually shed a tear. That was awesome. You shed a tear twice.
The thing about Ryuji, I'd say it's actually I have the opposite scenario to Sky. You know, playing a character that's really close to things that you are vulnerable about, like things that you're self-conscious about, is an incredibly bold and courageous thing to do. And you know, the fact that you're even able to do that, Sky, is incredible. I usually rarely, if ever, step into that space. Maybe I do it subconsciously, but for me personally, Ryuji is so far from the kind of person I am. Like, I don't think we would.
True.
If I knew Ryuji in real life, I don't think we'd be friends. Like,
No.
and
You'd probably tell me about him. You'd be like, I met this weird guy.
On
the subway?
Hang out with you.
a weird guy on the subway. That's is the kind of person Ryuji is. Like, Ryuji functions well as Ryuji is also like not the type of character I usually play. Like this very like kind of giddy shonen protagonist kind of character with very exaggerated character traits. It's like I found it a lot easier because I could deal with themes that were familiar rather than character traits that were familiar. So maybe that helps if with your role playing, especially if you want to practice role playing characters that are farther away from you while also maintaining something that's familiar. That might be a good strategy to go through, especially if you're a bit concerned about digging up things that you don't want to dig up mid role play.
Very cool.
All right. We good to move on to the next question then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, this one's pretty simple. It's from Pauliel. Fairly off-topic question. Does everyone in the crew have like favorite flowers? Just like, you know, you had to get a
Chrysanthemums.
bouquet.
Like in real
Naren,
life?
you can't do that.
Yeah,
I can
you
do
can't
that.
do that. They
I can
don't
do that.
know.
I can do
they
that.
don't know.
Yeah, I can do that. Chrysanthemums. I'll
In
say
real
it.
life or like
Yeah, I guess in real life, yeah.
Does lavender account?
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah,
Lavender's good.
It's a flower.
Mhm. I love Lily of the
Pokemon.
Valleys. I love them so much.
Oh, Lily of the Valley.
Breaking
yeah,
Bad reference.
Nope, never seen it.
nice.
I like ferns. I really like ferns. I know it's not a
Mm.
flower, but still
Counts.
It's a plant.
Counts.
Yes.
counts.
I like peonies. I think they're a beautiful flower.
Oh, nice. Nice.
All right.
That was the fastest we've answered
okay.
a question.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's why I
could go
queued
on
it up
for a
because I knew
bit.
we were gonna.
Well, I
be
mean,
like,
flowers are
Wait, wait,
beautiful
hold
in
on,
and
hold
of themselves. We don't have to
Wait,
explain
wait.
ourselves on the flower bit.
Okay, this one comes from Soup. For everyone, there's so many cool moments in Division 12 worth drawing. Are there any particular moments you would love to see fan art for?
Oh, you can't do this to us.
That's a very nice question.
Don't
Yeah.
have us state it specifically. I'd hate to like provoke you guys into drawing something on our behalf.
Okay, well, I will.
the scene where
I would-
Nakano talks to his parent, that scene was pretty cool.
No, I want to see someone draw Connell's Sin Overflow. I would love to see that.
the one
The
that
one that
never
never
happened in
happened?
canon? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
canon.
I
Non-canon
Ah.
sin overflow.
So those who want to draw that, go back in the Q&A and
Yeah.
hear my full description.
We know you have nothing to go off of except for a description as an answer to a question.
No, but in terms of like visual scenes, I know it's biased because I look in reference to my character, but I do think the moment where Connell talked to his father, or when he first met the Shade. I also quite like the scene where he started berating Fan for no reason, when he was in fact berating the Shade instead of her.
That was a fun character.
That was a
moment.
When I-
fun little moment.
What I do genuinely want to see is like an after photo, like of the like sort of epilogue, like where Fan is in like her cap
Yeah.
and gown and like
Oh, yeah.
Ivy.
Oh, we're on
is-
the crowd.
No, that's my
Yeah,
answer.
like
Hold
Ivy
on.
has like
Yeah.
a kid on her hip. Like that's what I want to see. Like them, like the happy ending, walking into like the sunset type of vibe. You know?
Them
Yeah,
at
the
the diner, yeah, the
commenter-
Polaroid.
Yeah.
A commenter,
yeah.
the skeleton VA also said, yeah, the end fight, like in the atmosphere, was
Oh.
pretty sick.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. I just can't
I
even
would
fathom
love
how
to
someone
see-
would draw that.
Yeah, how would that look?
Episode 3 Makoto, that's where my heart lies. I would love to see more of that, if at all possible.
I'm gonna go with actually quiet scene. Ryuji and Makoto episode 2. Him explaining that he will be an exorcist.
Ooh,
That
that's a
was
good one.
good. Sky, is there any like scenes that come to your mind?
I guess it's a bit self-serving and like an obvious answer, but her falling through the hallway with like an ashtray maze type background with the
Oh
sin.
yes, the sin overflow.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Naren, another quiet moment is when Connell and Ryuji talked to each other and agreed to that Connell won't save Ryuji anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
That was like
God.
a good moment because they were both injured during that, and I just can see it so clearly. I
Gut
like it.
wrenching.
Just sitting on the bench together.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'll be what cool is like an animatic
Oh,
of
wait, that would
the
be
rain.
awesome.
That's what I'm saying, and then because it's such a good moment where like Ryuji, someone who's been an exorcist for shorter, tells Connell that he's not cut out, and I was like, that's so perfect. That
Yeah.
was so
I would
Oh,
also
God,
like
everyone's
to see
sitting in the
Ryuji and
car.
Ivy in the hotel.
Oh, hit the car.
The car scene.
The
I think everyone
car?
like sitting in the car as like fan drives them up to the exclusion zone. I think that'd be
That's awesome.
hilarious.
Everyone's just horrified. Really?
Oh, Ryuji and Ivy in the hotel would be really good.
Yeah,
I do
that's
agree
with that.
awesome. Oh, his whole work buddy.
Oh, yeah, that was
too.
fun. I love doing that.
Hey.
That was a great scene.
Hey. Ay,
Why are you here?
It was really funny in that scene. Pretty much everyone besides Connell was on board killing this guy.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I think he saved his life for like a good deal of time, and then it finally just murked him.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay. This one's from Bug Snacker. How did you go about picking the setting of 1980s Japan? Was it your first idea, or do you have another date and location picked? Nope. It was 1980s Japan or bust. My mom lived in Japan for 10 years. And so I, like, when I grew up as a kid, I was always, like, surrounded, because she lived there from, like, 89 to, or sorry, it was, yeah, 89 to 99, she was over there. And so, I grew up in, like, America, but, like, I have all of this, like, literature and art and, like, magazines and kids' books from, like, that era of Japan. And so, like, I've always been surrounded by, like, you know, stuff from that time period. Right, and so I've always had like a bit of a like nostalgia is the wrong way of saying it, but like this weird appreciation for this like bit of history that's always sort of been present in my life, but like never fully like realized. And then I went with my brother to Japan a couple years ago, and we just explored and had a ton of fun together, and so that was like really what like set it in for me. And also because like it's like Battle Shonen, like Jujutsu Kaisen, like Chainsaw Man, like that was sort of the vibe I was going for. So I felt like it was just perfect.
The vibe Tom Bloom was going for, too.
Yeah.
I mean, Division 12 is a very explicit reference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We saw this one's from Comfortable Liar. So we saw the happy ending for D12. What would you guys consider the bad ending for each of your characters?
Oh my god, I have opinions.
Ivy,
The bad
I have
ending.
opinions.
Okay, I would think Ivy going a manga would be the bad ending for her because
I think your bad ending is exploding. I think you just
Yeah.
explode.
No, I'll explain why. Since Ivy's like memory of her mother wasn't like Ivy didn't know that she had killed her mother yet. She thought that her mother had just been turned into a sin because of like the depression and like whatever, like during her backstory. Her worst fear was turning into a sin. It was not dying by her own hand. It was like going imago. It was like she would have rather died than go into sin overflow, but I went into sin overflow. So. Just once. Just the one time. So I think it was definitely going imago rather than dying by her own hand, because she always saw herself going out that way anyway. Like even from such a young age, it's been like more actualized for her, Well, guys, come on.
Sumner was asleep.
I have something in mind, but if you guys
Sumner,
want
I was just watching Sumner's sleep icon.
It's okay. It's okay. The auspicious sleeper. I mean, I'm pretty sure I set up like
It's so
the
cute.
potential for Connell's
Like,
bad
watch this.
ending for like a while. Oh yeah, guys, look at Naren. He's gonna sleep too. Everyone in
I'm
this,
also sleeping.
everyone in the stream can sleep, and I guess I'll be the only one talking if everyone's asleep. So welcome to the Sumner show. I set that out pretty cut and dry, where if he just used his abilities enough, everyone and everything would forget him, and the only evidence of his existence would remain in like his physical and like material influence on the world. And yeah, if Connell used his powers enough, I had ideas for if we were put in an impossible situation, you could just keep spamming the reroll ability. Stutter. You could just spam stutter and then lock something in an infinite loop. The only issue being you start to lose all your features and you start to lose your personhood, and you might pass out or just other stuff. So yeah, I think Connell's worst possible ending is everyone forgetting him, and I don't know what he would do at that point. likely become a sin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could speak on this, but I think that kind of what this series is about for Fan at least is pretty much her last chance on connecting to people, and very luckily it worked. But I think in a different universe, Fan would have kind of given up and just realized that there's no hope for her to connect with other people. And her bad ending would be essentially just not trying to connect with people anymore and giving fully into her obsession with detachment and only doing things for the objects around her without any empathy towards other people.
Damn. I think I could go with the obvious answer to say going Imago, but like I think in terms of thematic arc for Ryuji, the thing I'm thinking of is like a proper bad ending. I mean, there are multiple, of course. I mean, going Imago is the bad ending for all of us. But
Well, what we talked shop about Civil War for a little bit, where it was looking like Ryuji and Connell might actually duke it out.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That was
Speaking
like a
of-
possibility.
We were
speaking of
talking about Ryuji Fan versus Connell Ivy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Which sadly was not a close fight, but
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
rock, paper, Ardens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't give a shit. I've tanked an Ardence before. I don't. In fact, I've tanked
Do it
multiple.
again.
So
Man definitely
how
didn't
about
take
when
it.
I re-roll the Arden Saber and it's all sixes?
Don't care. Tanked it before. I will simply not take the injury.
You simply just roll the
I
six
think-
on back.
I will
No,
simply
like, that's
not
actually
take the
really
injury.
Good. That's actually really good. I do think Civil War would have been the true bad ending.
That would have, yeah.
We all just fight
Yeah.
it out.
Speaking of Civil War,
Yeah.
I think like the ultimate worst ending for Ryuji is like, because there's this through line of dealing with what humanity actually means. Like, is being naively, like, is sort of being naively overinvested in everyone else's opinion of you and trying to fit in preferable to power tripping? Like, because having control over something for the first time in your life. So I think the ultimate bad ending that's the most unique for Ryuji's specific circumstance is something way different from the ending we saw, in that Ryuji as a virtue seemed very well adjusted and actually quite human. I think that maybe a more realistic to the genre and to the setting version of that would have been a Ryuji that's way more of like the smoke demon that I was talking about. Like actually having a disdain for regular humans, actually being detached from humanity because he has become so strong that he can't see the point anymore. Like instead of Ryuji at the beginning constantly throwing himself in the way, constantly convincing himself that it's for the greater good, that the fight is noble, Virtue Ryuji being fully detached from that, being like fully, this is a job, I don't care about these people, in fact I hate people. I can even imagine that kind of Ryuji saying, like, arriving in Japan on his day off on a flight and being like, God, I fucking hate this place, I can't believe I'm back here.
Well, and to
Yeah.
that question, the Skeleton VA asks, who wins the all-out free-for-all
It's
fight?
Ivy.
Yeah, it's Ivy.
It's Ivy, and it's
I
not
would-
even close.
I think it's like,
I
it's
think-
not a question of who wins, it's how long does everyone but Ivy last?
Yeah.
If
Artemis
Ivy
is-
kills everyone, doesn't Ivy also die?
And maybe herself.
She
Yeah.
might explode. But,
I mean, that's the
but
way
everyone
Riley
else
wants
goes
to go out
first.
too. So
But everyone else goes first, because it's like Ryuji and Connell both have good mitigation, but how long is that mitigation gonna last? Is
Yeah.
the question.
I guess Fan's a
Um,
good support, but like she's fucked on her own.
No, I think
Yeah.
Fan dies. If I was
Not
to
even
pick a
with her
death
special
order,
attack?
the death order would probably be
her
Fan,
special attack?
Connell, and then Ryuji. I think Ryuji goes last. And
I
then
do think Ivy would
wins
end
it
up killing
all.
herself in the process
Yeah.
of killing all three of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
all
really
die.
no one wins,
There
it's
are no
just like-
winners.
This
The
system
last
isn't
one
built for
alive
free
is
for all.
Ivy.
No, it's not. It's kind of a gank. It would be a gank game. Like whoever jumps at one specific person the most.
I think whoever leaves the arena
Yeah.
actually wins.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
That's
would.
fair,
Connell would
that's
most
fair.
likely just time stop and then leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Run, Smokey, run!
Yeah, and he can get
Hidden
so
Ghost Art
far.
technique.
Shingano no.
Okay. Ooh, there's a question for Sky. What happened to
Hello.
Rack after the finale?
How do you think she's getting to college?
True.
Ooh.
Enough said.
Enough said. That's all I gotta
Rack
say.
was spared of so much damage.
Do you have
from
any
Universal.
idea how many bobbleheads and air fresheners there are in her car?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like a sensory
It's
nightmare.
an
in there.
insane amount. There's so many
damn.
plushies in there, I can imagine.
The funniest part about Rack is that Rack tanked a hit from a bullet train and nothing happened. The car was fine.
My fucking goat.
But driving towards a building, that was like where the car got messed up. But getting hit by a full train, fine.
You know she's getting a checkup for rack every like other week.
Oh, for sure.
Make sure that car's good.
Okay. Question from Pancake. What sort of meta behind the scenes is a sort of a meta behind the scenes question, but any neat moments that you unfortunately had to cut that you wish we could have seen / heard?
I think they're all there. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I know one.
Oh, really?
Pretty
I
easy
know one that
question.
got
All
cut.
the cool. Oh,
I think
Like,
most
you
of the
know.
best, is there, but there's a lot of bits that we had to cut. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say excluding the bits. Excluding the bits. There is one scene where Ivy's taking care of the little girl Emmy, and she
Oh,
like
yeah.
burns her. It's right after she kills, I think, See No Evil.
yeah.
It's right after she kills See No Evil at the train.
Well,
Right?
yeah, I can speak on this. It was like I genuinely think like a 40-minute scene.
Yeah.
no.
It was good, but it was way too long.
It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm not upset about it, but that's because it kind of like shows like how she like kind of let go of herself a little bit more, and like she's like a little bit
Okay.
like devolving, but she accidentally burns Emmy, and then she has to like because I don't know, but
And
that's
we spent 30 minutes deliberating in character about whether or not to take the child with us.
well,
and
that's
we had
not
to
what I
keep-
was talking
Yeah.
about. I was talking about
Oh yeah, but that was cut as well. I think a lot of it was us being like, well, we're gonna take the child to extreme danger, and it's like I think the child's better off like rendezvousing with the cops or something.
But I think that became like a 2-minute scene afterwards.
Oh yeah, it got cut
Yeah.
way down.
Majorly cut.
But she accidentally burns Emmy, and then she's like thinking about the fact that she's a terrible fucking person because she burned a child on accident. So
Yeah. Sorry, I just read the chat. Someone said everyone has to answer Vector's son or Arden's daughter.
Like,
Oh.
Protection, protection.
the gun,
Protection.
the gun,
I don't want
The gun
either.
would
the
go
gun.
off. The gun goes off.
No, just protection.
Arden's
dang.
daughter because I am Ivy.
An IUD.
True.
An
Yeah,
IUD.
see, Naren gets it.
IUD is good.
Naren knows ball.
Question from Audie in the Discord. Curious how much of the campaign was pre-planned and how much of it was adapted as things progressed. Zero pre-planning. Or not zero pre-planning, but I think
Just Emma
if you
planning
think
shit.
it much,
yeah, pretty
it's
much.
just, it's like my personal philosophy when it comes to running games is it's like ideally, and I don't think I did this the best here, but this is the example which I strive for, is you give your players an interesting world and where they exist, and then you link them to the plot, and then if they decide to do nothing, the plot happens regardless, or there are forces outside of their control that are still doing stuff, so the world still progresses, right? You shouldn't be like, and then they go to the clock tower, and then the clock tower explodes, and that's what's gonna happen this session, right? It's like, it should be one of those things where it's like, oh, this is happening because the characters have involved themselves with this, and no, this is happening. But I think that's a DM style thing, and it depends on who's gonna run the game and how they want to run it. If you're more of a railroady or a sandbox. But so not a lot of pre-planning. Very much a session to session with an overall endpoint.
Sorry, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick and be right back.
Yeah, no, you're good. Another question in the Discord from L Saints. There was a lot of close calls throughout the campaign. All of you were self-sacrificing kamikaze maniacs. What was the plan if one of the exorcists died early and replacement characters / backup? And I know Naren just went to the bathroom, but he and I actually had a conversation about this. And, I think it's something a lot of people worry about, where it's a character dies and now you have to have another character show up, right? But it is one of those things where I know some people will be like, oh, this is my character's twin brother, and nothing's changed. But
Our group
I
wouldn't
think
do that.
our group wouldn't do that. But the
Now that you
conclusion
think
we
about
came to is Kane would just assign another exorcist to the crew. It's yeah, no, you're here to do a job. You know, like
Mhm.
it doesn't have to be this grand send off. It doesn't have to be. It's like, no, I'm here to do my job because Kane told me to be here, right? Like
Oh,
you don't have to have this, like,
Oh yeah, but I think it's just like that's the concern that I think a lot of players who are probably listening to this and like are in and around our community are always worried about. I think when a character dies, their relationships and their development all die with them, and you have to kind of
Yeah.
reestablish that connection. And I think that's always the fear with introducing a new guy, where it's like, oh, this is my guy who's best friends with like two of the characters in the party, fairly close with the rest, and like they die, and it's like, here's Joe Schmo who knows like none of you, and it's like it can be hard, and a lot of that comes naturally. But also I think when it comes to new characters, particularly ones that are like forcefully inserted into the party, it's okay to be mean or cold towards that character, because that's how it works in real life. When I get assigned into like random group projects in school, I'm not like, hell yeah, I get to be with randoms. I'm like, oh hey, what's up? Like I'm I'm not like, I don't really know you, and I'd hope to know you, but I don't know you right now. So I think there's that window.
Yeah.
I have returned.
Was very
Hello.
hello, welcome back. I was very scared if one of us did die like right before the ending, because then it's like and then it's like, well, hey,
Let's go kill
Hey-
God, guys. Like it's
hey
like
Joe, like you're here now.
Time to introduce a
Well,
character.
I will say I had an idea for another backup character in which they would be an edit user that sort of came from a universe where they knew all of you, but you didn't know them.
That's
Oh, that's
interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Our collective stalker.
Wow.
That's true.
So
Our
it's like they
biggest fan.
basically like lost a relationship with a ton of people they care about, but no one else would remember that.
Mm-hmm. I like this.
Dang. Naren, we were talking about like new characters and what problems that can like introduce, or fears for our own characters dying. Which, by the
Oh.
way, I was so surprised that no one died in the finale. The severe
Very.
attacks had a 0% hit rate.
I mean, I guess
yeah.
Fan did
Entire
technically
campaign.
die, but
Fan did
Yeah.
die, but she didn't stay dead because
But
Yeah.
thanks to Deus Ex Machina, she is back to
on a
life.
Yeah.
whim I bought that
Weird ass
thing
worm
Honestly,
thing.
sessions
yeah.
ago.
yeah.
It's like if the body's intact, which we kind of didn't follow the rules for that, but
You know, I forgot.
Yeah,
I did
we
forget
all
about
forgot.
that.
We all
Turned her
forgot,
from an
yeah.
ash pile into a person.
So just let me have that one. We can just
Reading comprehension.
Yeah.
My
whoops.
reading comprehension is 0. It's always 0.
Reason you shouldn't use Division 12 as a blueprint for running games is because we
We
can't
broke the rules.
we can't
Yeah,
read the
'cause we
rule
can't-
book.
We refuse to actually.
We only read the
Yeah.
revive part and thought that was
Yeah.
sick.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the final question in the
Oh.
Discord portion. So then I'm gonna move over to the
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
Okay.
question. So
Nice.
we're making really good progress.
I agree.
This first bit was already answered, but this is a compliment specifically for Sumner. They cried twice during the Connell's backstory scene, and the question was like, "Are any of you voice actors professionally?" The answer was no, but they just wanted to share that they really liked that moment.
Holy
Aw.
shit. Thank you
Aw.
so much.
So shout out, it's Vasilina Yimmer. Question from her. Very cool.
Aw, thank you very much. I appreciate
would-
that. I was very impressed with myself during that sequence as well. I thought it was very like heavy, and
It was
you
very
could
fun to edit.
feel-
Yeah.
You can feel the awkwardness, and then like I think I saw someone comment on this as well. Like one of my favorite lines from the entire campaign was, "This is the only evidence you will have ever existed." I'm like, that's such a fire line. But yeah, it took a degree of emotion to get there. I think that other people in the party reached that level and even beyond it. But I'm very glad that I moved you to tears. I don't relate to Connell, thank goodness, but I know some people might. We all have tough conversations with our parents, and I definitely pulled a little bit from that when I was role playing that out. But it was awesome. It was very good.
That was a
It was
really
hard.
like fun scene to do with you,
Ugh.
because like Sumner, you and I had an extensive conversation about that. Like,
How
before
is this gonna go?
Because it was like,
It was
there's like a
hard to
lot of
listen to.
we both like love and care about each other very much, and so it's like weird to like step into this weird dynamic where it's like, hey, I'm your dad.
I hate
fucking
you.
hate you.
Yeah, it was
That was
good.
like it was really funny, but I'm glad that it was good.
Yeah. I'm just glad my boy got to hopefully fix things up in the future. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move over to the YouTube post questions now.
Yeah, if we haven't answered any of your questions up until this point, if you've already shot one at us, please repost it.
There's one in the chat
in
that
the
I want to
chat, please.
mention.
I was gonna say, yeah.
before it disappears. What would have been the other three's high blasphemies, if that's possible?
Ooh.
If you ever reach virtue status.
What
Tough.
is a high? Wow.
Oh,
It's like a
it's a
version-
power that's like really extreme and awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a
Usually
version of the
symmetrical.
blasphemy that you
Yeah.
use, but like it's unique to your application of it, right?
Yeah, you're a
That's
person.
fun.
And typically you want to use a cool name to go with
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, wait. Give me a second. Let me think.
Lots of pondering needs to happen. We need to
I
pull
think-
rules out of thin air for
I
this
think
one.
I have an idea.
You should go.
Oh,
first.
shoot.
I think that fans thing would essentially be able to kind of like almost Toy Story objects to life and like give them like a consciousness and ability to act. Because it's the whole thing with fan is like she can only hear them and she's really the only one. But hers would pretty much like let her a la like JoJo Bad Company let them act as like little guys that can do things for her.
Worst company.
Hmm. Oh man. I'm just trying to think of like what fits the most. I mean, mainly my mind goes to like what the name of the high blasphemy would be because I find them all incredibly sick. Oh man. If someone else already has theirs, please go. I mean, we have Ryuji's answer, but
I kind of think I do have one. Since Ivy was a tongue user and an ardent user, I think it would be called incinerate, and then the person would die from the inside out with that's all I got. But I do definitely something with burning and from the inside out as well.
Oh, I like Golem. Golem's a good name for...
Golem is really good
Yeah.
for
Golem is good.
ooh. Yeah, that is quite good. I
It
mean,
evokes
in
like
thinking
the
about
Hebrew mythology of yeah, that's cool.
Ooh, it does. But in thinking about at least the powers, actually, yeah, I do think, I don't know, Connell to me screams temperance, at least with regards to what virtue he would fulfill. Because he just likes, he's been sitting on like extremes his whole life. And this idea also that he can kind of just like take this back or he needs to cheat in order to do that. So I think temperance would be kind of similar to I think what a lot of the other high blasphemies have, where it just like kind of evens the playing field and makes you almost a normal guy. Not faith, but I imagine it would just be like your powers are like nerfed to a certain degree, or he kind of just freezes like things in relation, kind of similar to his time powers.
Sweet.
Emma, I do have a question for you. Who would have been
Yeah.
your favorite person to control? Like,
If they went
Amago?
Amago?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh god, I think it'd be really funny to puppet Ryuji's corpse around like a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know Naren would want that too.
He
Yes.
wants it. He wants it so
Yes.
bad.
That, or I think Ivy would be
I was
really
on my
fun,
knees
'cause then
praying every night.
I'd be able to kill everyone with it.
Every night.
Emma, please, Emma, please.
Emma, please, please.
Bro wants to do harm. Jeez Louise.
I choose violence.
Every single time.
Will there be another actual play with another system? Stick around.
yeah, stick around
Yeah,
until the
you'll
end.
see.
You'll see.
Stick
Yeah,
around.
yeah, you'll see. There's a reason that we've
There's
been.
yeah.
Ignoring that
You know.
question.
We keep saying stick around. We promise.
Stick around.
We're not
If
gonna
you are
It's worth
patient,
it.
you will
It's
be
worth it.
rewarded.
Listen,
Yeah.
we're not ignoring the 13 plus,
Yeah.
like who's the GM, what's the next
Yeah.
system
Yeah.
comments, you know.
The
Stick around,
15
stick around.
copies of the same question.
A lot of you
We'll see.
asked. You'll figure out, but we're gonna finish this first.
If
Yeah.
any of Division 12 were to bond with a virtue, which one would each of you bond with?
Oh, I mean,
Let's
we
go
we
around
only
the
met
horn.
one.
We only really need Prudence.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure, but like the ones that we like know exist and are there out on the not out, they're in the fucking space station.
They out.
They're chilling.
Well, we technically met two. It was Hope and Prudence.
I mean,
Right, right.
obviously,
Well,
Ivy would have to go with her literal father.
Yeah.
Hope.
Her
That makes
dad.
sense.
Yeah, kind of easy to do that.
Kind
Well,
of
it's
a
funny,
Nepo
we kind
baby.
of talked about all the blasphemies that we would most likely bond with before. I'm pretty sure.
Have we?
Did we?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
kind of did because you said Ryuji would go with like Fortitude and Naren.
Yeah, I thought that would be really fun if I
yeah.
tried to bond with Fortitude, like this very
That'd be
polite young
so
man
funny.
who like bonding with this absolute monster.
Fucking
I feel like
freak
Fan and-
of nature.
I feel like Fan and Faith could have gotten along.
True.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
both equally
absolutely.
silly.
Sitting
Absolutely.
McDonald's, like playing with the toys and shit.
Don't care. Plus, I'm playing with my toys.
Like gambling
Yeah.
at gotcha machines.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm looking over a lot
I-
of the YouTube questions, and a lot of these are super similar. So there's only like
Oh,
a couple, in here, which is fine. I think it's just we've answered a lot of
Did
them
we
already,
talk
so-
Yeah.
about
Um,
character inspirations, like for actually building the characters? Or...
Oh yeah.
yeah, we did that. I thought we
We
already
did
went over
not.
that.
We
No,
did
not
not.
really.
like
No.
like what we
There's
were.
so many questions.
I thought we discussed that, like what we were conceiving of when we originally made like the characters and why we were inspired. It had a lot to do with like the blasphemies we chose. But if you have
Oh, yeah, we
more you
did
wanna
talk about
about that. I'm pretty. Chad, did we talk about that?
I think we did.
Chat, is
You
this
guys-
real?
I don't. I
We
think we
can say
talked
that
about it
now.
on a
People- We
mechanical
did, no.
level, but not a like a character
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I never
Oh,
heard
yeah.
like the character reason for why you created Ivy, or the character reason for why you created Connell, or yeah.
Oh, I thought I already kind of gave that, where I was like, I really like the idea of a power that eats itself. And
No,
the
I mean
person
like
who
on a
uses it.
personality level. Like
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like why'd you
Maybe
choose the
do that.
backpack and the university student? I want to yeah.
Oh, it's so relatable. But I mean, to answer, I think I don't know. Connell, I like the comment that someone left. Cinnabar Bread. Yeah, bonding with Hope would be the worst ever, because then literally his worst fear becomes real and he's forgotten by everybody.
Yeah.
But I also think Justice would be interesting. He's a control character, and I think Justice would give him more control of an environment.
That's
Um,
awesome. That's so awesome.
But to get on to my inspiration for Connell specifically, full disclosure, I am a student in college. Whoa.
Whoa.
I never saw that coming.
Whoa.
I don't draw and I don't art like Connell does, but I thought about like a character who had tried to pursue that, but due to his circumstance just never could. And I thought that was nuanced with a power that gives you a great degree of control of like your surroundings in the world, and how that powerlessness sort of manifests in that character, and how that can quickly like lead to nihilism. I think him being out of control of everything, but he can really like leverage chronology and stuff. That makes you feel real small.
Oh yeah, and the
Um,
bootstrap paradox. Is that what it is? The bootstrap
Yes,
paradox?
yep,
Yeah.
the bootstrap paradox
Yeah.
of him
Preventing his
saving
own
his
death,
own
yeah.
life. Yeah, saving his own life in the past. That was also cool. Because I just like the idea that he's set this loop of that he is going to permanently save himself, which was another fun nod to the fact that he will persist in different ways. But just not in the minds of people potentially. But he will, thankfully, now that he's not using his powers. But that was the main inspiration, where he was relatable, and just a fun character to play.
Oh, also Enigma J. I'm not gonna lie. When Emma first described Makoto in like the first session, I was like, "Is this Himeno? Do they have the same?" I forgot Himeno's name,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Is that the same name?" I
No,
Is,
no.
is
That
that,
would-
lady from Chainsaw Man?
I thought
Is Emma
that.
a hack? The answer to this question, yes. Yeah,
That's really
no,
good.
I'm so surprised. Like, kind of in keeping, like, the entire show is sort of just like me doing a giant Bleach tribute. So, like, yeah, I'm surprised. No one's seen Bleach, which is good for me. Gives me aura, but
I mean, I was going at it with like an explicitly CSM angle. That was my whole perspective.
yeah. We all approached it very
I
differently.
mean, I think Fan literally told Ryuji like the craziest exorcist get the farthest, which is just like completely ripped from
Yeah,
CSM.
it's completely
It
just
is.
that's Kichibe. That's literally
That is just what
Really
Kishibe said, yeah.
aligned. Pretty good.
But I fuck with the line, so.
It's a good line.
Yeah, it's good.
What about Ivy? What created the why is Ivy such a crash out?
It's kind of sad. I was in a really bad place mentally when I made Ivy, honestly. And she's kind of like I think I said this, but she's like low-key the worst version of me. Like, in a sense, I didn't really play her as like harshly as I think I wanted to, but like I'm not really like tapped into that yet, so give me some grace. But she's kind of like me when I'm at my worst, which is really sad to think about. But like her like comeuppance like throughout like the story has like actually helped me as like a person, I think, as well, because it's like things are like truly bad, but like they can get better type of a deal, you know, like that's how I like kind of came up with her, you know.
Comeuppance? Ivy
Like-
didn't deserve any of the things that happened to her.
She has a special one, isn't she? She's a little special one, isn't she?
Yeah, you child born with special powers, you're gonna get your comeuppance.
Yeah, sure.
Human
Yeah,
back narrative.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I remember when I was trying to come up with an idea for a character. I think during our session 0, my
Oh, yeah.
character was probably the least fleshed out. And that's like I remember when Emma sent the blurb to us to first describe what the campaign would be about. It was like an entire paragraph that was mostly just describing what Kane is, because none of us had ever really played before. And then the final sentence was just, the setting is 1980s Japan. Good luck. And that is the only thing I took in mind, and I just went with that, because 1980s Japan is like such a very, I was telling Emma this, like this is such a very specific point in time to choose. It is a very unique point in time for Japan as a country. Like they're at the height of their economic power. They're also at the height of their nationalism, and by proxy, their collectivism. And so, I am pretty much, as a person, the farthest away from what could be a Japanese businessman, especially given the culture around the time. So I was wondering, sort of given these themes of being unable to deal with your own circumstances, being treated as a tool, treated as a weapon, like what it would look like for a man with dark skin to try and fit into a society that he cannot fit into. That no matter what he does, no matter how well he studies the language, no matter how politely he speaks, no matter how much of the right honorifics and the right language he uses, and how friendly he decides to be, it's a rigged game for him. I was wondering how that would come through. And even though the story ended up really not being about that in the long term, and it kind of ended up going into a different direction thematically, that impetus, that ended up being the seed for, I think, a lot of the other questions that I found really interesting about this story, which was like, how do you deal with humanity? Like, can you be utilitarian and kind at the same time? It was very fun to play a character like that, who's also nothing like me.
Sweet.
You said there's just a few YouTube
Yeah,
questions.
we answered a lot of the ones already. Which
Did we
is
hear from
super
Fan?
nice. No, we didn't.
Oh,
From Fan.
okay.
From Sky about Fan.
Well, yeah, it's mostly what I've said before about like my own personal experiences that I think I mostly moved past at this point in my life of like social anxiety. But also took a lot of inspiration from like my favorite game and story of all time, Amori, of that like Hikikomori sort of archetype. I think a big idea in my head when designing Fan as a character was like, she ultimately actively resists connecting with people because she's afraid of like, well, if I care for them now, I'm going to be afraid of losing them. So it's like she's actively resisting caring about people because she's afraid of like the consequences of them leaving her.
Sick.
Oh, very good. I love the crash out in the car.
Yeah.
I remember me and Naren were reminiscing on it because it was just really funny. It's like when you get in the car with homie, and it's like, I really loved her, bro. And it's like, can I drive?
Starts going 175 on the, on the i5.
I mean, there's
Can
a
I
scene.
drive?
There's a scene in like episode 2 where Fan like accidentally hugs Ivy and is like chastising herself for it because she's like so angry that she like let herself get attached for a moment.
Yeah, that was a good little moment there.
I think it was also like I looked at the party competition and was like, we need a bit more of like a silly character because we have some very serious characters in the party. Not like comic relief, but you know, someone who has a bit of a simpler mindset regarding everything happening.
You kind of enabled the biggest layups for jokes in the campaign, and for that I'm thankful.
True.
There's a question in the chat if we want to get to that before going to the YouTube post comments.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Apologies if it's already been asked, which it has not, but what inspired the creation/use of Oda Nobunaga as the main villain?
Ryomen Sukuna!
The king of curses?
And they got rid of him, but he came back?
Oh my god.
He came back. I really liked the idea of... Well, I think like Oda Nobunaga is like, you know, he's the great uniter of Japan. There's this like such like cultural reverence around this like one guy and like what he was able to accomplish, right? And like I did a lot of research on him just to like figure out like motivations and stuff like that. And a thing that I found really interesting is like he wasn't religious, but he would like use religion and power and like, you know, he would like tell people like stuff to like get them to fight for him. And so like, you know, very conniving, power hungry, you know, like we're talking about someone like the only reason he was taken care of is because he got like betrayed by one of his closest generals, then was forced to commit suicide. And so like I was like, I think it'd be really interesting to you know, sort of lean into like the idea of like the great unconscious sea that exists in Kane. And it's like the idea of, it's like, oh yeah, the great like psychic unconscious sea, this person who like, you know, led to the deaths of so many people, and like, you know, would he be able to sort of psychically reincarnate if enough time had passed, you know, like because sins come out you know, or it's like, you know, they come out when you are close to death, or you know, close to you know, like points of trauma and stuff like that. So I was like, what kind of man would be created in a moment like that? Like, you know, being like betrayed and everything. So I thought that was super interesting. And that's why I decided to go for that. Very big fan of like the tones as well, of just being like, oh yeah, there's this like evil guy who's been controlling everything for forever. I think there's this thing from, it's Brennan Lee Mulligan, and he says like, all of the decisions were made for you, like however many years ago when they decided to build the roads where they put them,
Yeah,
right?
Robert
And that
Moses.
was like a giant,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a huge piece of inspiration for me, because I was just like, this is someone who's been around for so long to see like the, you know, truth of the world, and like with his experiences, like his glimpse beyond the veil, like what would he do in this situation, right? So, woo.
Oh yeah.
That was the idea behind the character.
Question in the chat that I was also going to ask you. The intro from the very beginning of the campaign with the little prayer that was said, was that Oda Nobunaga or just another Japanese exorcist?
That was Oda. So
Nice.
From the very beginning. Yeah.
I edited that not knowing it was Oda. I was just like,
That's
all right.
crazy.
Yep.
By the way, like, how long did I know it was Oda before everyone else found out?
Sumner knew.
Yeah, I knew it was him. It was 4?
Jesus
I knew
Christ.
since episode 4.
Yeah,
or no,
so
3.
Sumner's
it was 3.
known for
I know
Sumner
till
knew
3.
since episode 3, and he just had
And
to
I
hold on to
couldn't
that
tell you
information.
guys.
Yeah. So
because
really
Emma
fun.
sent me a blip of what the names on it were, and I saw both Makoto and Oda, and then Emma says, "But you can't tell them," and I was like, "No."
I thought
So
it would
was
be
just
fun
so
to
funny.
troll a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
doing
yeah.
a little bit of trolling.
Yeah, had to
We
remove
do a
that from
little
my
bit of trolling.
conscience.
And Ryuji also quoted him without knowing.
Yeah.
Read
isn't that
his
sick?
little book and then quoted him
Yeah.
without knowing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Everything is
man.
always connected.
Full circle. Full circle of hype moments in Aura.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Something.
How many YouTube questions do we? Oh wow,
Full
Full
Metal
Metal
Alchemist.
Alchemist
Full
mentioned.
Metal
Full
Alchemist.
Alchemist.
Full Metal
Full
Alchemist.
Alchemist. But
Okay, what are the YouTube?
yeah.
How many? Let's give the YouTube frogs a
W
chance.
Stim session, gang.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We all did the same, but we
That
were
was
all
good.
alive in 2011. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. We all watched it on
Yeah,
Netflix.
That
when it
was a
came out.
time.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and look at the YouTube post. So yeah, this was someone asking what, Connell's Sin Overflow would have been like, but did you have any music picked out for that, Sumner? What kind of like music would we play?
There was like specifically oh god, I had one picked out. Oh yeah, it was literally just like, if any of you were around or aware of like the Backrooms memes, it was quite literally gonna be Lebet's Delay, which is like a really dissonant and like nostalgic sounding song that you've likely never heard before unless you're invested in like Backroom stuff. And I just wanted to play that over his Sin Overflow, because in contrast to everyone else's who's like awesome and like cool, I wanted like Connell's to be sad, because like if he did get hit with Sin Overflow, I would have flavored it as him getting extreme amnesia from being blasted with the memories of like countless of his other selves. And it was just going to be kind of dreadful, where it's like he's just forgetting himself the longer it persists. So Lebet's Delay, that is the name of the song. It is very like, it's just dissonant, and I liked it.
Gotta look that up.
Very cool.
Can you say the question again for me?
Oh, that was just a question for
That was just
Sumner.
for Sumner.
Specifically
It's
for
for-
Connell,
yeah.
because it never
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
His IDs was Risk
Sorry.
Your Brain too.
I decided for you.
I just didn't get to hear the question at all. So
Oh yeah, it was from at Tugan0. My question: if Connell had gone into Sin Overflow, what would his music theme have
okay,
been?
okay.
Slightly on topic, but I think one of my things I'm most proud of was picking Battle Destruction SMT5
Oh,
for
holy shit.
Ryuji's
Yeah, that
Overflow.
was peak.
Well, because
Holy
I
shit.
love the SMT series, and I played SMT5 against the Shiva fight, and I was like, this is the greatest fucking song I've ever heard.
Dude, I heard that when I saw the episode for the first time. I heard that and I was like, "What is that melody?"
Well, it's like the best song from
It's
SMT5,
glorious.
and it like blew my
Insane.
mind.
So
Oh,
good.
man.
So perfect. It's awesome.
Next question coming from Ginger Boy. Congrats on an amazing story. My two questions are: how long have you guys been crafting this campaign, and were you doing sessions with each characters to flesh out their characters better? Love you guys. Hope to see more soon. Heart. The
It was mostly
campaign.
riffing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mostly riffing.
We had one session 0 and then we just went. There were no character specific session 0s.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
We like talked after a bit after some sessions, but it was mostly just us kind of going through the motion.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know
And
Yuji
then
by
campaign
far was
planning
just like
wise.
show up and fucking go. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one was already answered. Like, what's the process of editing videos? I think we touched on this one too. Some people felt the investigation side of the game was a little underutilized. It's
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
And it
we,
was-
My bad.
we covered this. We covered this.
Yeah,
we've
It's
we've read the
fine.
comments. We know.
Yeah, we've
we're
gone through
aware.
We know about the subreddit.
We
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I've
A lot
read it.
of- Well, a lot of these are like rehashed. If anyone, like, once again, if you have questions that we haven't answered yet, please feel free to repost them. We apologize for not getting to
Yeah.
them, but we'll answer them if you
Yeah, you
resend
do.
them now.
There's a lot to go through. We're
Yes.
trying to sift through them
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yes. Another question I think we touched on. From Sun and Rags. I've often noticed trends where actual plays on YouTube tend to flow extremely well. In my own experience playing TTRPG games, they don't run as smoothly, like deliberating between players, interrupting each other, and mistakes, etc. What is your secret? Is there a loose prompt you guys all abide by, or does everything just go like a crazy hive mind that just works?
Well, our
Lots of
secret
editing.
is
The
Kevin is
Naren,
editing
already-
this cut
yeah.
out.
Is edited.
Yeah,
The secret is
Lots of
Sky
editing.
and
Our
I exist.
amazing editors,
Yes.
Sky and Naren. It's our amazing.
You see,
editors.
on a good day, a third of what we do.
Yes.
Yes.
That's like
I
when a
think we
session goes
really-
really well. Yeah.
We really
Yeah,
locked
yeah,
in
yeah.
for the last like 2, I think, where we had like barely any like chit chat, but like Everything else was like,
Eh.
if we got off topic for like a second.
Yeah, it was.
There was a lot of
over.
bullshit
It was
in like
up
episode
for
1
us,
and 2
yeah.
especially.
Yeah. God, there was we spent like 30 minutes on like a tangent about like American Girl doll lore.
And I will
And
do it
that's
again.
just, like,
awesome.
And you know what? If
That's,
enough
like,
people
lost
comment,
to the
I
ether
will talk
forever.
about it again.
That was in the final episode, and I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
imagine
Well, it's because
that
someone
entire
had to
Naren went to
conversation
the
playing.
bathroom.
Someone has to go for a
Yeah.
second, so I was like, I can just talk about whatever I want
Yeah.
right now.
Imagine that entire conversation playing and me listening to it back and just like dunk, dunk,
Oh, yeah,
dunk
'cause
my
you were
head
gone
against
and you
the
were
desk
editing.
over and over again, waiting for it to be over.
But
So good.
yeah, and I mean, I covered this briefly where it's like we don't have an actual set, so other actual plays have like the misfortune of you're there in the flesh, so those awkward moments and like, you know, other things. When you live stream that, you still get those. When in the edit for the VOD, they obviously trim that out, but in like the live streams, you still get those, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, like, we
Um,
want our series to feel like TV shows in terms
yeah.
of their retention.
Right.
Just back to back.
And you'll probably also notice that in Division 12 especially, there's a lot more emphasis on character interactions because, you know, Sky, Emma, and I made a lot of executive decisions regarding what we wanted to keep in and what we wanted to focus on specifically, what we thought were the strengths of the show. And we found a lot of strength specifically in the character dynamics. So we focused on that a lot more. You'll find that
Yeah.
polishing those and making those shine above all else, and also emphasizing those during the actual sessions was our priority. Again, your priorities at your table will be different, right? We are making this to entertain other people who are not at the table, which is a feat in and of itself. For you entertaining your own players, the only goal is to have a good time. So your priorities will be very different. If your table
I
likes...
will say,
Yeah.
oh sorry.
I was gonna say, if your table likes better combat, if your table likes more of the investigation side, stuff that we kind of fast-tracked or sidelined for the sake of hype moments and aura, please don't take us as gospel for that, right? Run the game the way you want.
Yeah.
And no, we don't play in person. We play over Discord. Sorry.
I
if
will
that
say,
was-
though,
We play in person sometimes, but not for
We
this
play in
campaign.
person for other campaigns. You'll probably never see those, though, unfortunately.
Yep.
Stick around.
Stick around,
Well,
though. Stick around.
Stick around.
We stopped saying
I-
that.
yeah.
I don't know why that just happened.
I tend to do this with everyone. I say a phrase and everyone starts saying it.
Okay.
Scott,
Recording
what was-
is nice though because everyone's especially locked in, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Because if we're just playing on our own, then people can kind of just like zone out a little bit.
Yeah, that'll
I
happen with
really-
home games.
True.
I do love in person, though. I
It
do.
is
person,
better.
best person.
I do think it's better.
just infinitely
Emma,
better.
what if we finish Stealthy Green sometime ever?
Wait, please, please.
What do you
please, God.
mean? What do you mean by that? You run that.
You want to do
I
this?
still
one?
have the
okay.
conspiracy
All right,
theory.
team. We're still live
guys,
streaming.
yeah.
We're still live, yeah.
Who's
They don't know
everyone's
what that
favorite?
is.
Who is everyone's favorite sin? Not your characters. You, the person.
Like
Who's
in the
everyone's
campaign or
favorite sin?
over at all?
Just,
I think it's got to be Lord
overall.
for me.
I do love
Okay.
Lord. Lord's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's just such a cool concept that you like create your own little world so you can just chill. It kind of reminds me of Gravity Falls.
It's so final
like
boss
Mabel
coded.
became like the lord of her own little dimension. I was
Yeah,
like, that's so
yeah.
fitting.
And there's like infinite possibilities to do shit for Lord.
Yeah.
I
don't know
like
if you
Ogre.
can tell. Ooh.
I do like Centipede because bro just
Mine-
wants to like run hands. That's kind
Yeah,
of the main.
mine was
Yeah.
gimmick.
I don't know if you could tell. Because I want Ivy to become a centipede.
I do like
though I
Hound,
like
though.
the.
Hound is good.
I really love the concept of idol though. How there's just a bunch of famous people who are idols, and they're like public
that is honestly
sins.
really
It's such a good
That's really
concept.
good.
Like there's
Yeah.
like
Really,
I
it's
like
really-
I would love to have done like a hunt where we hunt like a K-pop idol or something. Like that
K-pop
would have been
demon
so
hunters.
fire. Yeah, well,
Hey,
but like the
well, we're in
reverse.
Japan, but
Yeah. J-pop,
Hey.
OD
Oh,
Hunters. There, I
J-pop.
saved it.
How would we? Yes, thank you.
True.
Thank you.
The Division 12 crew goes to Korea special episode.
That would
Ooh.
be
Yes.
pretty fun.
The Christmas special.
we've lost the
Christmas- yeah,
plot.
the Christmas special.
We've completely
That
lost the
never
plot.
Okay.
You're seeing what
One
we can't
last
edit out
question
right
from the
now.
YouTube page. Here we go. This one's from Josuel 878. Congrats on making one of the best campaigns I've ever seen. Do you guys play any other TTRPGs? And if you do, could you recommend any?
Thank you so much. That's high praise.
Thank you. I do. Okay, wait. Can I be really sappy for a second? Guys,
That's your tag.
that's my name on Discord. It really means a lot to me that so many of you watch this, like, cause it really. I didn't think this would actually. I thought this was just gonna be like a silly little haha thing. I didn't think it would like change this many people's lives, and like, I appreciate all the love for this series, especially since Emma, the person who created it, I love Emma so much. She's one of my really, really good, great friends, and also like everyone here is such a great role player. Like you guys are amazing. It just means so much to me that like all my friends are like getting the recognition that I think that they really deserve. So thank you guys so much.
That is really
Aw.
kind.
You guys.
What system do you recommend?
Go play Delta Green.
Anyways.
Go play Delta Green right now.
Play Delta Green. Play
That's
Delta Green.
cool.
Play Call of Duty.
Anyways.
Riley, I take all of what you said to heart. That was just a little.
No,
joke.
I know,
That was just a
I
little
know.
joke.
I totally get it. You're fine.
So, Riley, that wasn't the question.
Okay, no wait, that is my bad. I'll just
You
in the
will be
corner.
deducted.
I'll go in the corner.
I'll just die.
I will
Yeah.
just die. My favorite
Yeah.
is D&D. I know everybody hates me for saying that. I
No,
love
based.
love
Yes,
Based.
she said it. See, Naren, she
Incredibly
gets it.
based.
She gets
Incredibly
it.
I'm
based.
sorry. I'm sorry. Like
You have you guys have none of this without Dungeon Dragons. I know it's a flawed system. I know it has its problems.
it's a
but you have
very flawed
nothing.
system.
You have
I
nothing.
become
Good
an
day,
D&D
sir.
hater. I'm sorry.
It's not fair. I love D&D so much. I
No.
love the whimsy of it. I love that you can make anything out of it.
D&D was there for you when you had nothing. When you had nothing.
I'm also gonna rep the OG D&D 5th
yeah.
edition.
Hell yeah.
We
hell
fucking
yeah.
ball.
Such a goat.
2024 or 2014?
2014.
2014.
2014.
I haven't
Yeah.
played a lot of 2024.
2024, don't play 2024. Just steal the good parts from it and then ignore the
Actual systems I'd recommend though is like if you like watching your character die, I love Call of Cthulhu. I think it's such
It's
a
so
fun system.
The
The
OG,
best
yeah.
session I ran was Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, that is like the original, like my character will not live very long, like TTRPG. And I just think, I mean, of course its source material is bad. If you have issues with HP Lovecraft, by all means avoid it. But I think what the people who made Call of Cthulhu did, they turned into something much better. So I recommend it.
I really like. I'm personally a big Cyberpunk Red fan. I love that series quite a bit. Or like just it's such a good TTRPG. Like the combat rolls in that game are so crunchy. Like critical injuries are so fun. And you
you're
can get up to
right.
like so much shenanigans in that. So it's a very fun system. I like that quite a bit. That's a recommendation for me.
I haven't put it in so long. I forgot about it.
I haven't played it yet, but I'm very interested. I talked with Emma about it of a system called City of Mist.
Oh
Ooh,
yes,
I would
Yes.
really like to run that one
Right.
day.
Preface, no promises.
No
This is just
promises.
us running
No
it on our
promises.
own time.
Maybe, but probably not. But maybe.
Stick around.
But probably not.
So I gotta find out.
But it looks
Okay.
like a very cool system.
Yeah.
And
Is
did
that it?
anyone else? Naren, you didn't recommend
Oh,
a
yeah.
system,
Wait.
and you've easily dabbled in the most.
Have
That's
I?
probably absolutely true.
I've weirdly enough, this actual play is us stepping into the indie TTRPG space when I don't really play that many indie TTRPGs.
Well, just because you didn't play them doesn't mean you told me about like Karen that one time, and I was like,
Oh,
"What
yeah.
is
Karen is so
this?"
I never got a chance to run that, so I actually don't know. There's a lot of great OSR systems. You know what? My philosophy on systems is that, you know, I'm sure you guys can tell, having seen me play at this point, but I much prefer whatever story's being told over what the crunch of the numbers are or what the dice say. You know, it's, to quote Brendan Lee Mulligan again, as all of us indie TTRPG channels must do, it's just us gambling with the story, right? That's all a system is. All the numbers and stats are just cool gamifications of story. And as long as the story is solid, I can fall in love with any system. I can find the beauty in any system. So I'd say, you know, people tailor a lot of systems to herd the story in a specific direction. But I'd say the best system is you. Whoever's running.
Indeed. In the wise
fucking
words
pick a
of
side,
Jo-
you hack.
in the
Oh,
You
wise
just
fuck
had
words
to,
of
you had
Jo-
to
No, listen here,
overshadow
fucking
all
Emma.
of our answers.
Fucking
You just
Emma.
had to.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Oh,
can
by
play
the way,
tabletop
Scum and Villainy
games
is fun as well.
anywhere. It's so good.
Oh, Scum and Villainy, true.
Oh,
Blades in the
yes.
Dark, all of those are great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mothership.
Mothership's
Oh,
really good.
yes.
I'd say
Mothership.
Mothership. I have a
Mothership is
recommendation.
very good.
Mothership. Don't wear modules. Make your own stuff. It'll be more fun. I promise.
Yeah, we swear.
We played Gradient Descent. It was fun, but it would have been better if it was like an original thing.
Yeah. Gradient Descent's great though. It's
Great
one of the best
system,
modules
though.
I've
Great
It
played.
was
system.
really awesome. The twists and turns, we don't want to spoil it because if you ever pursue Mothership, it's a really good module. But anyone else, please fire off questions.
Yeah,
Well, and
'cause
another
it seems
secret
like we're
system
close
that
to
will come
ending.
up soon.
Ooh.
What could it be? What
We
could
gotta
it be?
stop.
Hold your peace.
We gotta stop talking about it.
Waiter, more vague posting, please.
It's like not even vague
Yeah,
at this point. All right.
yeah.
I mean,
anybody has
it
any
seems like we're
last
coming up on wrap up.
questions?
Yeah, please fire your questions now.
Any
because
last
it looks
questions?
like
We're looking at the
close to
chat.
ending.
I'm checking the Discord as well.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
If no one says anything, I'm gonna get sappy.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah. Real quick, it's so insane to me that the series has gained like this much popularity, and it's genuinely been so awesome to see all of the kind words and people saying that they started running Kane because of the show. So that has been genuinely awesome. I still remember the first comment about someone saying they watched like episode 1 for prep for that campaign or like their Kane game, and that made me cry because I was like, wow, I have like found myself in a position to where like other people are like modeling their stuff after like stuff that we've done. And that's a very like surreal experience after like, you know, being on the other side of the comment for once. So genuinely, thank you all so much. It is so appreciated. And you know, see what's coming up next.
Aw.
Oh, not a question, but City Miss is a fun system.
Quick side tangent. Naren, look at the art channel. We manifested
art
this in
channel
the
very
reality.
cool.
ABC, excellent piece.
Oh my God.
That's,
Holy
oh my,
shit,
Naren,
that's so
this is
Are we serious?
This is excellent. It's so good because I was like,
Holy
I can
shit.
visualize this conversation, and now it's real.
My God.
Based
Oh,
Giga
it's so
Chan,
The
good.
slate. The slate is
ABC,
like
this
so
is
good.
this is excellent.
This
'Cause
is
it's quite literally
crazy.
how Naren. This is like how we envision it too. Him looking down at Connell while he's
Live
looking
on
up at it.
WWE
So
main event.
good. That's true. They're
It's
both
very
Logging
well
logging
that
each
done.
fucking
other.
dog in me.
It's
Me
very well
frame
done.
mogging, Coddle, actually
Yeah.
gets
Excellent-
knocked out.
excellent.
Frame mogged my
Yeah.
Tokyo University frat leader.
Tokyo University frat
well-
leader? No, we gotta end this.
Wrap it up.
ABC,
Wrap it up.
when did you write this?
Alright,
Because
we
we
gotta
were
wrap it
we were
up.
talking about earlier how it would be cool if this was drawn,
Dude. Manifested.
and now it's just real.
That's so
no, you
good.
don't have to. You don't have to draw for us, ABC.
Oh my God.
Once
Once
to
again,
draw.
so
Thank you
ABC,
for
you're one of my
any
goats.
piece of
Yeah,
artwork
that was
you do of us.
awesome.
It's truly amazing to look.
1 second, I'm
at.
hitting the save to desktop.
It's an incredible image.
Just so you
Wow.
know,
That's
I
so
send
good.
these to my parents. They love it.
You drew this in 20
Oh yeah, no,
minutes?
same.
You
Same.
drew this in 20
Wow,
minutes is
holy shit.
crazy.
Wow.
My God.
You're
Very
very
We got
cool.
some
Wow,
talented
very
ass
talented.
fans. Damn.
Holy
All of
moly.
I love seeing all of your guys' art. It doesn't have
I
to be about
truly do.
Division 12. It's
It
just so
doesn't.
cool. It's just so cool.
Yeah, please keep sending art. It's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
any
awesome.
I love seeing
Any art.
all in any art. It's truly amazing to look at because I'm not the best artist, but like looking at people's art gives me so much inspiration. Everyone's so talented in our server. Everyone's so cool. Oh my God.
You guys are awesome. You guys are so cool.
Yeah.
You guys are sick. Oh, and a quick
Okay.
note from a Zachary. You guys have been so amazing. It was so fun watching you guys, and the ending affected me so much. I ended up writing a sappy love letter to my friends.
Aw.
Aw.
Very
Aw.
sweet. Very sweet. Yeah. Do you plan on running? We kind of already answered this. You answered that, Emma, for subsequent campaigns. Never say never, but
Never say never.
as of
I think
now,
that I think they have a good
Kane is-
answer is that if we want to do another season of Kane, then we will. If we don't, then we will not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
Which basically tells you nothing, but
yeah,
you know,
we are big posting a little bit.
a
Yeah.
little bit, a lot of bit.
A lot bit. Yeah. No, I think I've said
Um,
everything I wanted to say with Kane for the time being. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Any
Alright.
last moment
Last
for
call.
questions?
We're gonna
Last
wrap it up
call.
soon.
No.
Yeah.
Before something exciting happens.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we kind of already touched on this. What would the finale have looked like if the players had taken Oda's deal? We
Yeah, I
destroy
think we
the
mentioned that
world.
We kill
Yeah.
everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Because at least
Talk
with
about
a powerful.
Frame mogged.
I was gonna say,
42.
with how
Frame mogged.
powerful.
Frame
I mean,
mogged.
do you see the Mog in that image? If Ryuji pulled down on everyone else, it'd be so huge. But like,
true.
I don't know, with the power level of everyone, particularly, I don't know, Ivy's always going to carry in this case. It's just like having Ivy is just so huge. She can destroy entire buildings in one blow. And like, that's insane. Not building city blocks, never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
I do really like the thought of us like going evil mode, but like in reality, the ending we got is so much happier, more wholesome, you know?
Yeah. But imagine this. I walk up to Justice. Imagine this. I walk up to Justice. I say, in the court, betas get no diffed. Justice dies immediately.
Wait, you forgot the log in the middle of that.
Spiking immediately.
Holy shit.
My viewing streak has been going for 20 years straight.
All right. I think that's a...
All right, yeah, I think that's our cue.
Yeah.
All right, thank you all.
I think we've devolved a little bit.
Thank you all so much.
We
those
love
of
you
you who
all
tuned
so
in.
much.
And those of you who are listening in after, we see you. We see you on the VODs. Thank you so much. We know you weren't here in person, but we hope we answered as much as we could on your behalf. Still feel free to drop stuff in the D12 Q&A chat. We'll try to answer anything that kind of went unanswered. At least I will, with regards to Connell. And I think the other members might commit, not fully commit, but somewhat commit to that. But from me, from Sumner, thank you all so much for your support of the series. I really appreciate you all.
Right.
Prime Ivy or Virtue Ryuji who wins?
Listen, that's not necessary, all right? Whoever your favorite Virtue is, Ryuji wins.
I feel like Virtue
We're pissing off so many
Ivy
people.
Is so unfair. Virtue...
Okay, guys, we can
roll the tape.
Yeah. Roll the tape. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. We have something very special for you.
Let's pause the music really quick.
And something exciting.
Yeah, I will say,
something very special.
I don't know about you guys, but how do you feel about taking a trip to New York City?
Whoa.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
I'm the traveling light because my man has gone. So from now on, I'm a traveling light. He said goodbye and took my heart